Is it? Is this it? Are we good? Yep. Alright. Boy, this is a methodical drive. This is a methodical drive here. Alright. They're going to go for this on fourth down. This team's fearless. They are going to go for it on fourth down. This has been a tough drive through and through, and they're not afraid. They're going to go for it every single time. This team's been fearless all year. Here we go. If it's not there, Jaden, take off. There it is. First down. Lost his shoe. Oof. Jaden Daniels is stone cold. This dude is stone cold. Fearless. Fearless. Opening drive here. This man is fearless. They've gone for it on third. They've gone for it on fourth down twice now. They're getting a touchdown out of this. Either you force a turnover on downs or they're getting a touchdown. They're gonna go for it on fourth down every single time. Here it is on first down. Ekeler. Good spin there to get some extra yards because you were about to be stopped. Second and 9 here. Empty backfield here for Jaden Daniels. He's going to take the snap. The drop back. Got to get rid of it quickly because the pressure was coming. It is caught. Breaks the tackle. And gets close. Third down here. Third down and 9. They're going to call this incomplete, so that's not going to count. Incomplete here. Third and 9. If nothing's there, Jaden will take off. Here we go. He's got time. Fires it in. Ekeler. He's short. They're going to go for this. He's going to go for it again. They're not afraid to go for it on fourth down. They're going to go for it again. He's going to take the points? I don't know about that, man. You already went for it on fourth down multiple times. You might as well go for it again. They have not shown the capability of stopping you. I prefer if they would have gone for it, but Dan Quinn decided he was going to take the points here. All right, kick is up, and it is good, and that is an early 3-0 start for the Commanders. I don't know about that decision by Dan Quinn. I mean, you were already running the ball. I'm not running the ball. You were already going for it on fourth down. Why not just keep going for it? Jaden Daniels was making plays with his arm and his legs. He was doing his thing. I would have felt more comfortable just continuing the drive there. Now, granted, I know you don't want to keep taking those type of risks and chances because eventually on fourth down, they're just going to send a blitz and try to get the ball out of your hands quickly. I get that, but, like, I don't know. I would have felt better if they would have at least made the attempt there because everything was going well. I'm not even going to lie. You were doing well. You were doing well and executing on that drive. They just end it with 3 after you've gone for it on fourth down twice. It just feels weird. It really just feels weird. But whatever. 3-0 game here. So Commanders on their opening drive put some points on the board. Now it's time to see what the Eagles can do on their opening drive. It all comes down to Saquon. I mean, if the Commanders can't stop Saquon, they're not going to win this game. If they can't stop Saquon, it's over. If they can, they got a shot to go to the Super Bowl. So it just kind of depends on that aspect. Too long of a drive to settle for 3, I would agree. I would say it's too long. You already went for it on 4th down twice. I don't understand why you would settle for 3 after going for it on 4th down twice. At that point, you might as well fully lock in and say, we can go for it. Not to mention, you'd already shown success on the 4th downs there. Jayden Daniels was making the right play, and if nobody was open, he was taken off. I just felt that it was a 4th and 3. You had already gone for it on 4th and 5 and 4th and 2. Why not continue to go? I just don't get it. I don't get it. You can't go for it on 4th down twice and then settle for 3. It's just a weird thing to do. Jaden, my new team and quarterback, congrats to you. Commanders O-line is underrated. It's still problematic at times. Their O-line is problematic at times, which is why I feel like it needs a tweak. Not a complete fix, but they need a tweak at times because when you put too much pressure on them, they can fold. So I think the offensive line needs a tweak, but really for the Commanders, it's just defensively. They add another weapon for Jayden Daniels, tweak the offensive line, and really invest in the defense. I grew up in D.C. I don't mind seeing JD5 in the bowl. That would cheer me up. If you're still depressed over that, I can't help you about that, buddy. Feel better, I guess. If you're still on that aspect, I don't know what to tell you. If Commanders win the Super Bowl, would Jayden be the first rookie? Yeah, he'd be the first rookie in NFL history to win the Super Bowl. No rookie has won the Super Bowl. I think there's been a rookie that's played in the Super Bowl, but I don't think there's ever been a rookie that's won the Super Bowl. So opening drive for the Commanders results in 3 points, and here comes the opening drive of the Philadelphia Eagles, and they're getting a good return here. So that's not a good sign if you're the Commanders. You get a good return on this opening drive, and here comes the fights already. Guys, just let's not do this right now. It's the title game. You don't want to cause any problems and cause any penalties or get ejected. We can save the tough guy act for after the game, okay? Let's make sure we finish off what happens in the game. So here comes Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles. Jalen Hurts, so far in the postseason's played well. We've had questions about him. You know, Jalen Hurts is such a weird aspect. Jalen Hurts is a weird aspect. I'm not going to lie. He's a weird aspect because people don't give him the respect he deserves, but this is his second NFC Championship game, and he might be going to his second ever Super Bowl. I don't know. It feels like he just gets criticized because of the amount of the team he's around and the amount of weapons he has. He has arguably the best defense in the National Football League, and look at the offense he's working with and the weapons he has. It feels like people don't give him the respect he deserves. First is going to go to Saquon. Everybody knew it was going to Saquon, and the Commanders' defense can't stop Saquon. And he spun off of defenders, and that's a touchdown. All right, it's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day, guys. It's going to be a long day for the Commanders. If they can't stop Saquon, it's going to be a long day. Like, it's realistically, if they cannot stop Saquon, it's going to be a long day for the Commanders. That's why I wasn't in agreement for settling for 3. In this matchup, I don't think the Commanders can afford to settle for 3. They're not going to be able to stop Saquon. First carry of the game, he takes it to the house. And this defense, they couldn't stop Saquon the first time they played him. They couldn't stop Saquon the second time they played him. They're not going to stop him again. Like, you're just not stopping this guy. And look at this, just missing tackles. He's spinning off defenders. It's going to be one of those things. If the Commanders' defense cannot find a way to slow down Saquon Barkley, the game is over. Like, we don't even need to pretend. The game is over. Is this me, or is this the most American game you can get? Eagles being the bird of America, Washington, the nation's capital? I guess. I never thought of it like that, but I guess. I don't know. Really, Dan Quinn, you couldn't believe it? You didn't stop Saquon in the first matchup. You didn't stop Saquon in the second matchup, and you couldn't believe that they can't make the stop the third time? Again, off-season plans for the Commanders. Win or lose this game. Off-season game plan for the Commanders. Defense, defense, defense. I don't like what they have defensively. And that defense is the reason why I can't see them winning a Super Bowl. And it's also a reason why I can't see the offense continuing to just settle for 3. Dan Quinn selling for 3 there, I can't agree with that. Not in this game. Saquon's going to go over 200 yards today. Probably. They can't stop him. First carry and he takes it to the house? Let's be real. First carry, he takes it to the house. We know how this is going to go. If they can't stop Saquon today, it's going to be a quick game. It's going to be a long day for the Commanders, but a quick game for everybody else. All right. So 7-3 game here. Commanders offense getting ready to get back on the field. And again, if they can't stop Saquon, they've got no chance to win this game. First carry and he takes it to the house. That should tell you right off the bat it's going to be that type of game, which is why I'm okay with them going for it on fourth down, which is also why I'm not okay with Dan Quinn settling for 3. They're just going to feed Saquon the ball because they know this defense can't stop him. So, again, if you're not going to slow down Saquon, you're going to have to prepare for a shootout. You can't afford to settle for 3 in this matchup. This is not the game Dan Quinn has to get conservative. You went for it on fourth down twice. Go for it on fourth down the third time. Go get this touchdown or don't get any points. But 7-3 is not 7-3 is not what you can expect. Not what you can afford to do here. I don't care who wins this game. I just want anyone but Kansas City Chiefs to win the Super Bowl. Kansas City's going to win the championship, but just accept it. I mean, it's been we all knew this was going to happen since they won a championship last year. Everything's the league's been predictable for a while now. the league's been predictable for a while now. The only thing that's been unpredictable is the things that they sprinkle around, such as the Commanders being in this position. But like, it's been predictable. Watch. Buffalo's been disciplined all season. Watch all of a sudden Josh Allen turn the ball over for no reason, which was something he hasn't done all year, but he's going to do it against Kansas City. Watch the defense fold against Mahomes in the second half. Kansas City's going to win the championship. The sooner you accept it, the sooner you just realize it. That's why I'm just saying it is what it is at this point. You may not want them to win, but they're going to win. And it's probably going to be Kansas City Philly in the Super Bowl again. We're just seeing reruns. We're just seeing reruns at this point. And there's nothing that would make me believe Philly's going to beat the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. I don't care what Saquon does. It just feels like Kansas City's going to win it again. They're going to three-peat, and that's just going to be the storyline. It just feels as predictable as can be. I'm waiting for something to be unpredictable. Everything that's happened in the playoffs so far has been relatively predictable. The only thing that's been a nice wild card is the Commanders, because no one expected them to be here. But, you know, the Vikings and Lions folding in the playoffs, fits well into what they usually do. Like, I'm just saying, the Vikings and the Lions folding in the playoffs, that's just their history. That's predictable. The Packers underperforming in the playoffs and having an opportunity to win but failing to do so, that's predictable. The Ravens failing to get out of their own way for the 15 millionth time, that's predictable. Steelers losing in the wildcard round, that's predictable. Chargers folding, predictable. Houston failing to get out of the division round, predictable. Everything's been predictable. It's been predictable, so I don't see anything changing. First down and 10 here for the Commanders. All Luke had to do was cut right. Yeah, I mean, it's easy to say so when you're watching from television, but when you are actually on the field, it's a different case. First and 10 for the Commanders. Again, they're going to have to be aggressive today. They can't afford to settle for 3 here. If you get down there, you've got to go for it. They're going to run it here on first down. Eckler's going to pick up about 4 yards. Second down coming up here for the Commanders. Yeah, I took KC the 3-peat. They're going to 3-peat. We already know it's going to be the case. They're going to 3-peat, and then next year they'll probably be favored to win again, and no one will be surprised. Because the Ravens aren't going to learn from the mistakes. They'll be the same thing. The Bills, I don't even know what they can do at this point, but who knows? Maybe Buffalo can shock the world today and beat them. I don't expect that to happen. But you can shock the world. Second and 6 here. Jaden. He's got time, fires across the middle. It is caught by Ertz. Ertz going to be short. Third down coming up here for the Commanders. Like I said, I've been waiting all season to get a surprise. I've gotten my surprise with the Commanders. I'm satisfied, okay? But everything in the AFC is as predictable as can be, which is why anybody picking anyone other than Kansas City, you're just a fool. You're just a fool. And we could do this whole rally behind Josh Allen to beat the Chiefs the way we rallied behind Lamar to beat the Chiefs last year. Ain't gonna happen. I'm waiting for somebody to prove me wrong. I'm waiting for that aspect to not fit into it. For conversation's sake, if Buffalo wins, do they beat Philly or the Commies? If it's the Commanders, they probably do. If it's the Eagles, no. Third down and 1. Here we go. They lined up the line of scrimmage and picked up the first down. They could probably beat the Commanders. Because again, that defense isn't exactly the best. But if it's a shootout, I'm taking Jaden Daniels. I don't care. If the Commanders turn into a shootout in the Super Bowl against the Bills, by all means, I think the Commanders win that. But I don't trust this defense of the Commanders. Whereas with Philly, I trust their defense, and nobody's stopping Saquon. No one stopped Saquon all year. First down and 10 here for the Commanders. Quick throw to De'Ami Brown. There's some blockers. And he fumbles the ball. All right, bro. All right, so it's going to be that type of day. Yep. I'm going to feel real bad, man. Commander's about to go out nasty in this NFC title game. I don't know what dude's doing, but it's going to be that type of... Yep, he just fumbled it. Hey, what else is new? Like I said, it's gonna be Eagles and Chiefs in the Super Bowl. It's gonna be Eagles and Chiefs in the Super Bowl. We all know it's gonna be the case. But yeah, that's why I sent out that tweet before the game started. Said no matter what happens in the game, I'm proud of the Commanders because I already know how this is gonna go. So yeah, Commanders turned the ball over already. Go down, man. These players never want to go down. They want to keep trying to extend the play, even when there's a defender on you. Dude, at some point, protect the football and go down. But common sense is not common in football, I guess. I get it's an emotional sport. You're trying to stiff arm this dude, but dude, you understand that there's guys that are trying to smack the ball out of your hands. You've got to be smarter than that. Protect the football. But I'm tired of saying protect the football because they're never going to protect the football because they're never going to listen. In your mind, you just keep thinking because it's what's it called? It's a reactionary sport. It's a reactionary sport. So, it's emotional out there, and you're always gonna go out there trying to make a play and extend the play to do more. But dude, you're already caught. Protect the football and go down. This could be a blowout in the making. Probably wouldn't be surprised. Clean fumble too. The most simplistic fumble you could see. You don't even have to go to the replays. Clear as day, he fumbled that ball. Fumble, don't be another Andrews, I guess. I mean, Mark Andrews is not the only one that's fumbled the ball in the playoffs, but I guess we're gonna specify him specifically. I don't know, because I guess it kind of works because he tried to make a play out of something that was dead and ended up getting the ball smacked out of his hand. So I guess that works here. But I mean, he's not the only one that fumbles the ball. Okay, Eagles take over. Eagles could take over. They got a chance to go up 14-3. Not surprised at all. Plenty of football left to be played, but I mean, with that defense that can't stop Saquon, it could be a long day for the Commanders. Still, no matter what happens here, I'm proud of the Commanders. I just think you gotta focus on, what's it called? Gotta focus on improving the defense.
Tune in tonight at 6:30 p.m. Eastern to CBS for the AFC Championship game presented by Intuit TurboTax. Stream games live on your mobile device with NFL Plus.
Today's game on Fox is sponsored by Mickey 17, only in theaters March 7th, rated R.
First turnover of the game. Who do you think gets drafted first? I have no clue. We could beat them. Stop these silly mistakes. Nah, these mistakes ain't gonna stop, bro. It's gonna be a long day in Philadelphia, buddy. Guys want to do more than it's just. This is why I praise the Patriots for just playing smart football. They don't do these dumb things. When the play's over, the play's over, man. You've already been caught. Protect the football and get down. That's why dynasties understand the assignment. They don't need to do too much. There's plenty of football left to be played. I don't need to make it up all at once. First down here. He throws the A.J. Brown incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore makes the play there. 2nd and 10. Every time, see, this is the thing. Every time Jalen Hurts takes the drop back, it feels like you win as a team. But when Saquon gets the ball, it feels like you're ready for hell. Like, it's just going to be nasty. When Saquon gets the handoff, you're scared to death. When Jalen Hurts takes the snap, all of a sudden you feel comfortable. And that's unfortunate. Just unfortunate. Coach Field, I can see you coaching Pop Warner kids League Day 1, but you can't be yelling. I mean, I wouldn't be yelling at kids. Kids are kids. Oh, look who's wide open. Dallas got it for the first down. But I wouldn't be yelling at kids. I would not be yelling at kids. Because kids are going to make mistakes, and they're children. It's fine. It's fine at the end of the day to coach them without having to yell in their face and try to break them. I'm not saying you can't have discipline and authority within that because you have to teach that early on. But you don't need to just be straight up yelling at kids. First down and 10. Hurts is going to take a shot down the field to a wide open Devontae Smith. First down. Wait, Cat. Yeah, he's down. Close, but he got it. Award predictions? I have no award predictions, and I could care less who's going to win the awards. I don't care. I don't have any award predictions. Whoever wins it, congrats to the individual that wins it. If you're the Commanders, you have to hold them to 3, and he's just doing dumb things for the sake of doing dumb things. This tough guy act is just ridiculous. You're in the championship game. Act like you've been here before. I watched the Ravens do this nonsense last year, and it's just If this year's Super Bowl is a repeat of Eagles versus Chiefs, I won't watch it. It's gonna be a repeat, man. It's just been repeats the last few years. Nobody else can step up to the plate and get it done. It's pathetic, it's embarrassing, but at the end of the day, congrats to the teams that are competent enough to handle their business. AJ Brown's just gonna be wide open and just picks it up first and goal. I mean, they're seeing no resistance here. Josh Allen MVP, good for him. Congrats. I hope he wins it, especially because I don't think he's going to win the Super Bowl. I think he should come away with something. Like Lamar said, go win you something, man. Super Bowl MVP, I don't care what it is. I hope he's the MVP. Because, again, I know the Bills team is going to sell again against the Chiefs, and he's not going to be in the Super Bowl, so he got to come away with something this year. First and goal, just hand it to Saquon, and look, he's wide open, touchdown. Saquon's got 2 touchdowns, and it's the first quarter. Yeah, it's going to be a long day for the Commanders. Defense can't stop a nosebleed. Offense turning the ball over. No resistance. This is about to be a blowout. You can see it. You can see it wide open, and I feel bad. And De'Ami Brown, I'm just looking at you, bro, and I'm just saying, hey, next time, show some discipline. Just get down, dude. I don't know what to tell you. Like, show some discipline and get down. I would love to be mad, but I don't really have the energy to be mad. Just show some resistance and get down, dude. Live to play another down. You've got to learn to live to play another down. You cannot be out here trying to extend the play. There are guys that are coming. There are guys that are coming to try to strip the ball out of your hands. You just got to be smart there. Got to be smart. Pain. No pain for me. If you're feeling pain, I hope you feel better, but no pain for me. With Saquon, the Eagles got a legitimate chance to win the Super Bowl, and yet somehow they won't be able to get it done against Kansas City because why not? I already see the game plan the Chiefs are going to pull in the Super Bowl. It's already there. Everyone can clearly see what the Chiefs are going to pull in the Super Bowl. So, yeah, they have a legitimate chance to win the Super Bowl. Probably won't if they go up against the Chiefs. If the Bills pull off the miracle and win, they'll beat the Buffalo Bills. But if Kansas City's back in the Super Bowl, you can just hand them the trophy right now. Philly's going to sell again.
Hey, that's great. But who are the chefs?
Rookie mistake.
And the nasty part about it is Philly's going to sell again. And then, he's going to sell again. Like, the Phil's going to sell again, but Saquon's going to have an amazing game. And it's going to be like Saquon did all of this just for them to lose. I think this is the Bills' year, but I said that every year, so it doesn't matter. Everybody thinks this is the Bills' year. Last year was the Bills' year. The year before that was the Bills' year. The year before that was the Bills' year. The year before that was the Bills' year. So, yeah. I don't know what to tell you. It's always been the Bills' year until reality kicks in and they fail to get it done. So, by all means, let's add this to another year of it being the Bills' year, and for some reason they don't get it done because reasons. It's hard to be mad at Nick Wright. He just understands the system. Like, he understands the system. It's just going to be the Chiefs beating everybody, and it's going to be the case. He understands the system. I can't even be mad at him anymore. He just understands the system. Eagles are the best team on paper. Remaining Chiefs got the clutch gene, and that's why the Chiefs are going to win the Super Bowl again. And everyone's just got to accept that. And if you can't accept it, stop watching football. I don't know what to tell you, bro. Chiefs are going to win it. We all know it. It's becoming kind of predictable, but nothing you can do about that. At least the Patriots had the courtesy of disappearing for like a decade before coming back and doing what they did. Because the last time they won a Super Bowl was like, what, 04? 04 was the last time they won a Super Bowl, and it wasn't all the way until 2014 when they won a Super Bowl. It's the Ravens' year. It's the Ravens' year every year, bro. It's the Ravens' year every year until they fail in the playoffs the way they always do. So it's the Bills' year until they get sent home by the Chiefs, and it's the Ravens' year until they find a way to collapse in the playoffs the way they always do. The Ravens are snake oil, so there's nothing you can do about that. The Bills, I don't know, they're cursed. I think the Bills might actually be cursed. Nick Wright, clown Lamar, that's good for him. I could care less. He ain't talking about me, so I don't care personally. I pray the Bills hurt or knock out Pat so the Chiefs can't repeat. I'm not going to wish for another man's injury. That's horrible. It's a sport. It's just a game, dude. It's just a game, okay? Your life goes on after the game. I'm not going to wish harm on Patrick Mahomes because he's beating teams. I'm not wishing harm on him for that. That's just ridiculous. It's just a game. It's just a game. Josh Allen meets the boogeyman, Mahomes later. That's good for him, bro. That's good for him. 1st and 10 for the Commanders. Bills fans who donated 60K to Andrew's charity deserves a Super Bowl. They're not going to get one, but appreciate the donations, though. Yeah, Saquon's just torching his team early on, and I don't see any way the defense is going to make a stop. So, Commanders, you make a mistake, game's over for you. That's pretty much it. So, you're already down 14-3. By the way, Philly gets the ball coming out of halftime, and this defense can't stop a nosebleed. So, they have to force some turnovers. 1st and 10 here for the Commanders. This has to be a touchdown drive. I have to repeat this. It has to be a touchdown drive. They cannot afford to go 3 and out here. They're going to hand the ball off here to Robinson. He picks up a yard. 2nd down coming up here for the Commanders. Second down here for the Commanders. Gonna hand the ball off to Robinson again, and they're not getting any push in the run game, but at least they're keeping it to a second, or at least a third and manageable in this situation. If the Bills play a clean game like they did versus Baltimore and play with the lead, they will win. But I got the Chiefs. They can play a clean game. They're still gonna lose to the Chiefs. They played a clean game in 2021. Nobody turned the ball over. They still lost. It doesn't matter what the Bills do. They're gonna lose to the Chiefs. I hope the miracle happens. I really do. But let's be real. Let's be real. Okay. 3rd down and 6. Empty backfield here. Jaden Daniels. Oh look, the offensive line's not doing their job. But Jaden Daniels throws a duck. Just throws it down the field to absolutely nobody. Overthrows Terry McLaurin, 3 and out, and the Commanders don't even look the same. Yeah, this is going bad really quickly for the Commanders. I mean, it's getting nasty real quick. I ain't gonna lie, it ain't looking good. I'm not exactly sure why you take a deep shot on that situation, given the fact that the Eagles are covering everything, but whatever. Here comes the punt for the Commanders, 14-3 game, and if the Eagles extend their lead, you could probably kiss this game goodbye for the Commanders. I still gave them credit and say, hey, congrats to getting this far, fix the defense, come back better next year. But hey, we still got a football game, so we'll see what happens. Maybe you can force a turnover. 4th down here, gonna have to punt the football, and the Commanders are going for a fake. So they faked the punt and got the 1st down. I mean, all right, bro. That's actually a good play. Did you think the Commanders really had a chance today? Yeah, I think they had a chance today. I obviously think they would have a chance. It's a divisional matchup. I don't care who's the better team or who's the worst team. It's a divisional matchup. And as long as you're going up against a divisional rival, anything can happen. So, yes, I thought the Commanders had a chance today. Now, whether they actually go out there and execute, that's a different conversation. But you're going up against a divisional rival, not going up against some other juggernaut team that you don't know. These teams have faced off against each other twice, so I'm not going to sit here and pretend that they don't know each other. They do. It's a divisional rival. Play action here. Jaden Daniels steps up, gets past the defender, tries to get past another defender, gets yanked down. He's just trying to create a play and nothing's there. So that's crazy that they executed the fake punt, but then Jaden Daniels gets immediately dropped on 1st down, trying to initiate play action. Absolutely nobody's open. You can't go anywhere with the football. And again, funny enough, someone was praising the offensive line early on in the game. That's not looking so good right now. I ain't gonna lie. 2nd down and 16 here. It just feels like it's one of those games. Offense can't get anything going. They're getting to Jaden Daniels with a 3 or 4 man rush. It's not making sense, but this offensive line is. Look at this. They're getting to him right there. Oh, nice throw to Dyami Brown. Beautiful throw by Jaden Daniels to Dyami Brown. Jaden Daniels just threads the needles between the defenders, gets it to Dyami Brown, and Brown picks up the 1st down. First down and 10. This will be the final play of this quarter. Commanders need to use Turtlehead, a.k.a. Eckler, on screen passes when the rush comes. Probably should look to do that a lot more, but you don't really be seeing them do that. And they're trying to run the ball, and it's just not working, bro. They're trying to run the ball. It ain't working. It ain't working. And that's going to be the final play of this first quarter. Disaster start, if I do say so myself. Great start for the Eagles. Disaster start for the Commanders. This is not exactly how you thought it would go, but, I mean, the defense can't stop a nosebleed, and now the offense has to come out here and try to do something. So, yeah, clock winds down, and that is going to be the end of the first quarter. Eagles up 14-3 early on. Commanders driving, looking to put some points on the board and at least close the gap on this lead here. So we'll see what happens here. But yeah, the defense is not good. They weren't good last week. They just made plays, and I said that I didn't make any video content, so I didn't say anything about that. But I think the key for the defense for the Eagles for the Commanders, has to be creating turnovers. They have to do what they did last week. They're not good enough to just go head to head against the Eagles offense and make consistent stops. They're not capable of that. So they have to create turnovers. If they're not able to create turnovers, they're going to get blown out today. If they're not able to create turnovers, they're going to get blown out. Game over? Well, since you declared game over, Nicholas, I'll see you in the Bills Chiefs stream. You can go on, man. No point in wasting your time watching this game. I'll see you with the Chiefs and Bills stream. Until then, my friend.
$7, like a spicy chicken sandwich, Dave's single, or 10-piece nugs. Well, today's the day your oddly specific dream comes.
Let's see
Two
here.
things are just $7. Gotta be Wendy's.
Okay. I didn't go crazy. Okay, I'm gonna probably need to go here though.
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Yeah, you're gonna have to unfortunately do that. Why is it 504? That's crazy. That's not right.
Let's have a party as FS1's brand new lineup. We're gonna change up the vibe. Brings you everything you need. Have some fun, old guy. To level up your game. Undeniably, my favorite company. All day.
I'm not surprised.
Every weekday. Yeah, for sure. In one place.
So we'll see what happens with these other 3 quarters. Interesting that they chose to go for a fake punt and executed it perfectly. Because if he would have dropped that pass or just overthrown him, that wouldn't have been a good look. And now the Eagles get it. But this is not a good start. This is not a good start for the Commanders' defense, and they're gonna have to figure out what they're gonna do here. So it's a 14-3 game here.
Washington just had the ball the whole first quarter, but Philly had the explosive plays with the Saquon Barkley 60-yard run. They got a turnover and converted that.
Commanders probably will get a field goal here. They gotta get some sort of points out of this. 2nd down and 10 here for the Commanders. They need a touchdown. Can't take a field goal here. They need a touchdown. Jaden, pressure's coming. He's got to get rid of it quickly. He's going for the end zone. He's got a man. He overthrows De'Ami Brown. Incomplete. 3rd and 10 coming up here.
Who's punted once, and now he's thrown once in the playoffs.
There goes, just buys a little time scooting to the right and does his own Jane Daniels impression right there. Finds it, and he just blocks out. And nope, I'm bluffing you, dude. Out of here. Sinnott just sneaking his way upfield. And you don't call those plays as a special teams coordinator if you don't think there's a high degree of success. You put a lot of time into that thinking, guys, there's a chance we've got. If we feel that they're going to rush this, got a great chance to complete this ball in this phase.
3rd down and 10 here. Got to pick up the 1st down to keep this drive alive. Jaden, pressure's coming. He's got to get rid of the ball. And they're going to have to settle for 3. They don't got a choice now.
4th and 10. You would think the field goal unit will come out. Never know with Washington, and yeah, here they come.
They got no choice but to settle for 3.
Such a difference when you're dealing with the first overall defense in the league and the Eagles. You can see the type of pressure they put on you from the defensive line and how tight they are in coverage. When we covered Washington against the Lions last week,
O-line dead. I mean, this has been the same O-line all year. I don't know why y'all thought the O-line changed. You watched when they faced off against the Eagles. The O-line was not good. Did you think the O-line turned into the Cowboys O-line in the span of 24 hours?
46 yards out.
Did you think they turned into the Tony Romo Cowboys O-line when they had DeMarco Murray looking like the best running back in football? Did you think that was the O-line they turned into? This has been the same O-line here all season. How many plays has Jane Daniels had to make out of the pocket? Eagles defense is nasty. Yes, it is. Let's see.
Okay, what do you think about the commercials?
personally, I like the one with the chip.
Insightful.
I think they all had chips.
Did you find any of these ads cheesy?
No, but still what? They've been the same way you've seen them play this exact way all season. Did you think things were going to change? What do you mean, but still? Is this not the same offensive line that struggled in the previous two matchups against the Eagles? Just because you won that game against the Eagles did not mean the offensive line didn't struggle. They've been the same way all season. You can't just assume they're going to magically turn into something better. They've showed you who they are. They've been like that all season. And you thought that they were going to all of a sudden hold up against the Eagles front seven when they have shown case they can't do that in the previous two matchups? The hopium is good. See, y'all got to stop leaning into the hopium. That hopium has y'all looking delusional, man. Stop leaning into hopium. It's just going to have y'all looking delusional. They are who they are. Come on, bro. They are who they are. We're not going to pretend that there's something different. That hopium is so dangerous because it has y'all looking delusional. And when it has y'all looking delusional, guess what happens? You start falling into that delusion. And when you fall into that delusion, you start getting pissed off when they don't live up to the delusions you fed yourself. So now that this offensive line is getting beat, you're getting pissed off at the offensive line for not doing their job when they've been like this all season long. I don't see the anger for an offensive line that has been this way all season. Just like the defense has been this way all year, can't stop the run, struggles against top-tier teams, they've been like this all season. Just because they're in the NFC Championship game does not mean they turned into a different defense. They've been like this all year. What they need to do is do what they did last week. They have to find a way to create turnovers. The problem is Philly does not turn the ball over a lot. They don't. Jalen Hurts has not turned the ball over on a consistent basis in how many weeks? They don't turn the ball over. Good stop there on first down, getting to Saquon early on. If they can't get past, not to mention you're dealing with Philly's offensive line, which might be the best offensive line in football. So good luck trying to get to Saquon.
Aaron told us, we showed you that. Back out there and Allen gets a hold of him. And Tom, that's a big deal because the Commanders today without Deron Payne, their excellent Pro Bowl defensive tackle who had not missed a game in 5 years and probably their best runner.
Not gonna lie, I'd be happy to see Saquon make his first Super Bowl. He's probably going to. 2nd and 13. Look at this protection by the offensive line. And then a wide open A.J. Brown. I mean, what are you gonna do? A.J. Brown left wide open because why not? I can hear my dad yelling upstairs because he's watching this team do what they do, bro. Oh my goodness. First down and 10 here. Play fake here. I mean, you're going to get to him? Nope. Got a chance to get to Jalen Hurts. Can't get to Jalen Hurts. I ain't gonna lie, the nasty part is you see at times these guys just get so comfortable, man. They get so comfortable.
I'm sure in the pregame I saw my boys Gronk and Julian down there, who were two of the best examples. When I move, and it wasn't much. Go deep, and I'll figure out whether to throw it you down there or not. That ball was 1 foot from being a 25-yard gain.
All right, 2nd down and 10. Flag on the play. This might be a false start. We need Payne. He ain't coming. False start on the offense. At some point, you got to hope this defense can at least make a stop. And it's crazy. They're really selling for this passing aspect. I'm not going to lie. Lean more into Saquon. Actually, I think Saquon right now is kind of dealing with something. I don't know if it's a cramp or something. He was on the sideline earlier on using this machine for his calf. So if he's dealing with something, that kind of takes away to an extent as to how much they can use Saquon here. Still gonna use Saquon, but now you got to put it more in the hands of Jalen Hurts, which works in the favor of the Commanders. Unfortunately, their pass defense also stinks, but, you know, maybe they can make a play and force a pick. So 2nd and 15 here. Jalen Hurts fires, just checks it down. Got to get him down right there. 3rd down coming up here. Got to go make a play on 3rd down. Y'all better draft a DB in the 1st round of the NFL draft. I don't know if they're going to do that. Personally, that's up to them. I'm not interested in talking about drafting. But it's up to them. 3rd down and 7. 3rd down and 7. I'm not interested in talking drafting, but they need, I don't know, they need a DB. They might need a safety. I just think the entire secondary has to be retooled. Because the best you have is Marshawn Lattimore. Like both the entire secondary, they gotta just invest in the defense in the draft. Like, get a bunch of new core. Just fix the secondary as a whole. 3rd and 7. Can guys make a stop here? Pressure's coming. He's just gonna check it to a wide. Look at this. Look at this. Ridiculous. Yeah, they can't make a stop. I mean, the defense just can't make a stop. Holy crap. They just can't make a stop. He's just, look at this, man. Just can't make a stop. 1st and 10. They don't even need Saquon. They can't make a stop. They need a corner, safety, and the offensive line. They need the entire safety, the entire secondary to be retooled, and then they got to, well, to be fixed, and then they got to retool the offensive line. Absolutely. Again, if they can't create turnovers, they're not stopping this team.
1 week after the Super Bowl, drivers, start your engines. The Great American Race returns. The Daytona
Wrap up, man. Why are you going with your head? Because he can't wrap up.
February 16th, only on Fox.
He ain't got the capabilities of wrapping up there. This Dallas got her, man. 2nd down and 9. Hurts checks the ball down to a open game well, and it gets blocks, and he's going to be stopped short, but, yeah, good luck with this one. Because at the end of the day, even if you stop him here, if it ends up being 4th and 1, you just run the tush push, which they're not going to stop. Oh, it's 3rd and 1? Yeah, you're not stopping this. Oh, look, here comes the tush push, which we all know how this is going to go. 1st down, Eagles. I don't even need to pretend.
They go with the tush push despite the backup center play. Hurts looks like he has enough from up here, and we'll see for the official marking always so hard.
Just going back to that point, KB, when
Yeah, 1st down. We already know. They pushed it. They pulled out the tush push. It was going to be a 1st down no matter what. If Eagles score another touchdown, it's game over. Probably. I mean, probably. This team being down 21-6. And remember, Philly gets the football back. The Commanders have not stopped the Eagles once today. This is the Eagles' 3rd offensive drive, by the way. This is their 3rd offensive drive of the game. They've scored on their first 2 offensive drives, and they're marching on their 3rd one here. So, yeah. Tush push so brain dead. They don't care what your opinion is. It works, and they're going to keep doing it. Like, they don't care. If they got to tush push their way to a championship, they're going to do it. Your opinion doesn't mean anything to them. They don't care. They're going to continue to do it. Fans across the world have talked about this. They're not going to stop. They're going to keep doing it, and they don't care how you feel. If it gets them a Super Bowl, they're going to be satisfied with it. And they're going to keep doing it as long as it continues to work. You can hate it as much as you want. It's not going to stop Philly from doing it. 2nd down and 6 here. Hurts takes a snap. He's got time. Can anybody get to him? Nope. Just throws it away.
Nothing he wanted. That was A.J. Brown against Marshawn Lattimore. Fun matchup there, but he didn't pull the trigger.
Probably should have. A.J. Brown had a step on Marshawn Lattimore. Now, granted, it wouldn't have been easy.
Lattimore doesn't have any vision on
Actually, I don't know why he cuts it back inside. Why does A.J. Brown cut it back inside? Also, he probably should have pulled the trigger. Marshawn Lattimore didn't even turn around to try to locate the ball. He would have got a pass interference call on that one. He absolutely would have got a pass interference call. He probably should have pulled the trigger. He would have got pass interference on that one. Me personally, I don't see the problem with the tush push. It's just an upgraded version of the QB sneak. I don't have a problem with it. If it works, it works. People just hate it because they can't stop it. 3rd down and 6. They're going to call a timeout here. Eagles going to use their first timeout.
And we get a timeout on the field by Philadelphia. Their first. For this 3rd down and 6.
3rd down, 6 coming up here. First timeout of the game goes for the Eagles.
You know, it's interesting. You talked about at the beginning of this game how possessions are going to be, really valuable. Obviously, we saw Barkley have that huge run. But these are how these two teams play, right? They usually get it. They're tops of the league at 10-play plus drives. So when you have it, you better...
Everyone can use it, just not as effective. Yeah, everyone's free to use it, but not everyone's going to use it.
winning these playoff games come down to so few things. You have these 4th down plays that Washington has converted 3 of 3. That's why they have 6 points. But the Eagles, these explosive plays in their run game, just crazy to watch. They make those explosive plays.
Gotta get something out of this, man. Gotta get something out of this. Defense has to make some plays. If they can't make plays, they've got no shot here. But they got a chance because when Jalen Hurts has the football in his hands, you're going to have a chance. As long as it's not in Saquon's hands. Oh, they got to him. They got to him. They got to him. That's going to push them back. That's a long field goal. So now Jake Elliott's going to have to try for a long field goal here. Good play defensively. They sent pressure. They got to him. The offensive line could not hold. And Jalen Hurts, he's going to get pushed back and probably be dropped around the 38-yard line. That's going to be a long field goal attempt, but obviously with Jake Elliott, you feel comfortable making that attempt. So good play defensively. They're going to go for this field goal. Again, it's going to be like, what, 58 yards, 59 yards? You go for this field goal attempt and see what you can do. Jake Elliott, at the end of the day, his postseason career, he's never missed a field goal in his entire postseason career. His longest is 53. This is 54, excuse me. So, again, Jake Elliott has the leg to make this. He's been one of the more consistent kickers in the league. Here we go, 54-yard field goal, and he just shanked it. Oh, my God. He just shanked it. The Commanders have life. Commanders have life. And just like that, if you're the Commanders, you go score a touchdown and go for 2. And just like that, it's a tie game. 8:49 left. Commanders have life. They've got to go do something offensively. You can't settle for 3. Commanders offense has to come out there, score a touchdown, and get a 2-point conversion. But the Commanders have life. Commanders have life. Got to do something with this life, though. Can't afford to just settle for 3. I cannot believe Jake Elliott missed that. He's been consistent, but maybe it's just a commentator jinx. Did I jinx him? I don't know. I know they were talking about it, too, that he's never missed a field goal. So maybe it's just a commentator's jinx. But dang, I mean, for him to miss that, that's kind of crazy. Nah, I just don't care. Dang, you just jinxed the Eagles. You said Jake never missed a field goal in the playoffs. I mean, they pointed it out. I wasn't the first one to point it out. They pointed it out. And I'm like, oh, so Jake Elliott has apparently never missed a field goal in the postseason. I'm not the one who jinxed him. But again, I'll take responsibility for that, I guess. I mean, I'll take responsibility to help the Commanders, I guess. So, I mean, it's all good, I guess. But I am surprised to see him miss that. That's kind of crazy. I wouldn't have expected him to miss that. Oh wow, this ain't been shown in a while. It went on a hiatus, I guess. Yeah, let me put this here. I'm gonna be reading that later. But yeah, Commanders have to go fight to get. They gotta score a touchdown here. Score a touchdown, go for 2, tie this game up, and it becomes an entirely different ball game. Gotta love Sundays. Gotta love Sundays. That's the first time the defense has gotten a stop here. To be fair, I'm not gonna lie. Saquon being compromised now could potentially be the biggest game changer in this entire matchup here. Because Saquon's dealing with some lower leg injury. I don't know if he got a cramp or something, but obviously if you saw that entire drive, that was Jaden Daniels really doing his thing and then Gainwell running the ball. So if Saquon is compromised in this game, that completely changes how they're going to go at things. So, yeah, this is about to be a whole other ball game if Saquon can't do what he's doing. Not rooting for the Bills. I don't care who wins, just not them. I could care less who wins. I don't really care who wins. We're just going to watch the football games and then call it a day. Could care less who wins, though. Best of luck to both teams. I've already assumed that the Chiefs are going to win the Super Bowl again. I've been saying that all year, and I've been waiting for somebody to prove me wrong. I don't think the Bills are going to prove me wrong today. Chiefs are probably going to go back to the Super Bowl, and that's just how it's going to be. But the Commanders have life here at Lincoln Financial Field. They have some life. Now, with this life, can they take it to the end zone? It's going to take a huge effort here because Philly's defense has played in tons of these games, and they make sure they make up for the offense's mistakes. First down and 10, play action here. Jaden, he's got time. Nothing's there. He's going to have to take off, and look at Jaden Daniels use his legs to pick up some yardage here. Second down and 5 coming up here for the Commanders. Nobody was open downfield. The Eagles have the best defense in the National Football League from their front 7 to their linebacking core to their secondary. As a unit, as a whole unit, they are the best in the game, and they know what they do. So you've got to be careful. Second down here for the Commanders. If it's not there, Jaden's got to utilize the wheels and take off. He's going to take the snap again. Fires across the middle. It is caught by Ertz, and Ertz is going to pick up the first down. Commanders have to be able to score a touchdown on this drive to tie the game. It's not going to be an easy drive here, but They got to get 6 out of this, and then they got to go for 2 to tie the game. Because if they can go to halftime with this at least being a close game like this, it will be huge. 1st and 10. Commanders going to hand the ball off here, and here comes Brian Robinson picking up a good yardage here, picking up about 7. 2nd down coming up here for the Commanders. I think I'm muted. Are you sure I'm muted? Because I'm seeing my microphone's on. It's showcasing that it's being said. I don't see anything that's stopping it, so I don't know if maybe you're not hearing it from another side, but my microphone's working here. I'm pretty sure it's fine, but I don't know. I mean, I'm checking. Everything seems to be working. 2nd down and 3 here for the Commanders in Eagles territory. Got to pick up the first here. Quick throw to Dyami Brown, and he just drops the ball. Oh, I'm good. I'm not muted. All right, cool. 3rd down and 3. They keep trying to run these wide receiver screens. It's not working because I think Philly's just look at it. They're just picking up on it. And Dyami Brown, isn't that the 2nd one they've thrown towards him that has been dropped? I don't think you should continue to run these. I don't think you should continue to run these. I'm like not even gonna lie. I don't think you should continue to run these. I don't think you should continue to run these. 3rd down and 3 here. Empty backfield here for Jayden Daniels. Got to make a play. Jayden takes the snap. Fires across the middle. It's caught. Oh, Terry's gone. Terry's gone. Terry inside the 10. Inside the 5. Terry McLaurin touchdown. Touchdown. The Commanders score. Touchdown, Terry McLaurin. Now they got to go for 2 to tie the game. They got to go for 2 to tie the game. Touchdown, Commanders. Good protection. It was just a screen pass here. Jayden Daniels fires it in, and look at this. McLaurin, man, Scary Terry just breaks some tackles and then just takes it to the house. He keeps his balance. He gets in. That's a touchdown, Commanders. Now they got to go for 2. Can they get it here? You go for 2, you can tie the game up here. So again, they got to go for 2. With 7 minutes left to go in the game, you go for 2, you keep it tied, you see what you can do. So we'll see what happens here. They're 4 for 6 on 2-point conversions this season. Can they get it here? You got to get it. Here we go. Play fake. He's going to get it to Eckler. And Eckler's going to be stopped short. They could not get the 2-point conversion. They could not get the 2-point conversion. I'm going to be honest. I don't like 2-point conversions where where it's not going to the end zone. If you're going to run a 2-point conversion, it's got to go to the end zone. It has to. I don't think 2-point conversion should be run before. Like you're running a screen pass or a quick toss. No. I believe if you're going to run a 2-point conversion, it's got to be for the end zone, dude. I've always said this because you risk the chance of somebody coming out of nowhere and just making that tackle that you don't initially see. Because some dude could just race from the end zone and be right there just to make a stop. So I never liked the 2-point conversions where you're running it in a situation where you gotta toss it to him and then he's gotta run in. No, I'd rather him catch it in the end zone. That's just it. So you gotta run plays like that, which is why when you had him under center, I don't know about that. End zone strikes every time. Either you're gonna get it or you don't. I just don't agree with him having to. Oh, we're gonna throw it here and he's gonna walk in. No, I don't think it's as easy as you think because again, you're at the goal line. You're at the goal line. Everybody's there lined up at the goal line. They're absolutely going to be prepared for you to run any type of situation like that. They're going to be ready. They're absolutely going to be ready. So this idea that you're going to catch this defense off guard, I don't think that's going to happen. Anyway, 7 minutes left to go in the first half here. It's a 2-point game. Commanders got the touchdown but failed to get the 2-point conversion. I don't agree with how they ran that 2-point conversion. Again, just have him run from the shotgun. I think that he's been doing, that's what Jayden Daniels has been doing all year, running from the shotgun and getting it from there. Running this type of trick play against Philly, I don't, it's like he took it under center, took the snap on the center, faked the toss, and then comes back around and tosses it to Eckler. I don't think that type of play is going to work at the goal line for a 2-point conversion. That just, it doesn't seem like that'd be the type of play that would work in that type of circumstance. But we do have a game here now, 2-point game. And we'll go from there. Let's see what happens. What is this commercial? What are you talking about?
Planet Fitness. But only one way to start. Come in. We're all strong on this planet.
Okay. Yeah, got very close to seeing that. Didn't need to see that.
$15 a month.
Earlier today, NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell met Jaden Williams and his mother Tiffany pregame. Jaden's a fifth grader. He's a huge Eagles fan, born with chronic kidney disease. Underwent kidney transplant surgery last summer. Commissioner wanted to brighten up his day after all he's gone through, and so he presented him with 2 Super Bowl tickets, 2 round-trip flights, and a hotel room in New Orleans for the Super Bowl. That's great.
7:05 left to go here in this game. It's a 2-point game here in Philadelphia. Commanders got the touchdown, but failed to get the 2-point conversion.
On that Terry McLaurin 36-yard catch and run.
Is it gonna be it's now officially a game. It's like I said, if Saquon is compromised, this could hurt the Eagles' chances to win this game, because now it puts it on Jalen Hurts' back to, you start with muffing the punt if you're Gainwell. And now you're going to be stopped around the 27-yard line. Goodell rooting for the Eagles. What a bam. Goodell's free to do whatever he wants to do. What does HTTC? Again, it's the same thing as HTTR. It's just you take off the R and put the C. It's Hail to the Commanders. It's the same thing that it was when it was HTTR. It's just they replaced the R with the C. Is this your first time seeing a hat like this? I mean, you saw it back when they were called Redskins. It's just they took off the R and put the C. And they were able to do that once they got a name, because they couldn't do that with Hail to the football team. 1st and 10 for the Eagles. Gonna get it to Devontae Smith. Try to utilize the speed there. He's gonna pick up about 8, maybe 7. They might have dropped him just a bit before. So 2nd down coming up here for the Eagles. If Saquon is compromised, the Eagles' entire game plan just changes tremendously. So I don't know. You've never seen the R. But I mean, it's the same thing with HTTR. It's just you take the R off and put the C. 2nd down and 2 here for the Eagles. Is Saquon back in? Yes, he is. Gonna hand it to Saquon, and they make a good stop here on Barkley. 3rd down coming up here for the Eagles.
You can tell he's in some pain, Kev. He was over here, as you can see, talking to Jeff Stoutland and the athletic training staff about his left knee. There he is speaking with Cam Jurgens. Of course, Dickerson he got the start today because Cam popped up on the injury report with back tightness. Cam is active, Landon, and Jalen Hurts actually walked over to him before they took the field and said, "You good?" And he just kind of said, "I'm all right." Keep an eye on this one.
Are they really doing the tush push on 31? You scoundrels. They're gonna get it, but you scoundrels. They really did the tush push on. You're not stopped short, man. Listen. You can keep trying to pretend they're gonna get stopped short. Nobody's stopping the tush push. Like, bro, they really ran the tush push. That's crazy.
I talked about 2KB in the pregame. Is that option at third down still going to be available with Dickerson to kind of man that play? Jason Kelsey did it for so long and was so dominant there at center, and Jurgens stepped in. Actually,
1st down and 10 here for the Eagles.
They were going to do it. They've used it twice effectively.
Eagles go jumbo formation here. They bring on Fred Johnson, an extra tackle.
They're going to go heavy here. Play action. Hurts looking for somebody. And they're going to get him down. He's not going to be sacked, but they're going to get him down. 2nd down coming up here for the Eagles. If it works, don't change it, I guess. Man, they're trying to win. They don't care what you got to say. If they got to win doing a million tush pushes, they're going to do a million tush pushes. Why change what's not broken? Like again, why fix what's not broken? Why change what works? Just because you don't like us doing it doesn't mean we can't continue to do it. Like come on, guys. You think they're going to stop doing it because it works and you guys don't like that it works? Watch the Chiefs stop it in the Super Bowl. It's probably going to happen. Probably be Chris Jones that makes that play. 2nd down and 8 here for the Eagles. Gonna hand it off here, and look at this run defense. Look at this run defense. You knew they weren't gonna stop a nosebleed. Again, if Saquon is fine, they're gonna win this game. If Saquon is compromised, it's gonna be anybody's football game. Saquon is the difference maker here.
This game that requires vision again to get through the first level of defense. I think that lateral ability gets him through the 2nd level, and that acceleration and burst gets him to the 3rd level. You saw it right there. that second-level lateral agility and power that he's got.
Jalen Hurts is going to take it himself and go absolutely nowhere. Actually picks up a yard. This defense is dog water. I mean, they can't stop the run, and they're not great in the pass. They've been this same way all year. Why are y'all surprised? Why is everybody speaking about the Commanders looking like this now as if they're surprised? Have they not been this same way all year? I don't get y'all. They've been this same way all year, and then now we want to bring it up. Now all of a sudden the offensive line that's been the same way all year. Man, this offensive line's really screwing up. Got to get it together. They're doing a poor job. No, they've been this way all year. This is just who they are. They were just as bad last week. They just forced 4 turnovers. That's why they're in the position they're in. 2nd and 10. You hand this off to Saquon. And they're going to be better prepared. Yeah, but I still hate it. You can hate it, but this is who they are. You're free to hate it, but this is who they are. The thing is, you can hate it. You don't have to like it. But don't be surprised by what you're seeing. This is who they are. Why would you be surprised? Like, this is literally who they are. They've been this way all year, and now all of a sudden, because they're in a championship game and they have a chance to get to the Super Bowl, now things got to be different? Come on, bro. Come on, bro. They've been this way all year. The reason they won last week is because they forced 4 turnovers. 3rd down and 5. Oh, they got to get to him. Incomplete. 4th down here. That's a good stop right there. They sent the blitz, and it's 4th and 5. Are they gonna keep their offense out there? Or are they gonna punt this? They're gonna go for this here. I'm not surprised, but it still sucks. Nothing you can do about it. That's why I said in the offseason, invest in the defense. It really stinks how they're just not able to get to Jalen Hurts, because like you've had the opportunities, but they're just not getting to him. 4th down here with 2:14 left to go. 4th and 5. A stop here could get the ball back to the Commanders offense with a chance to take the lead before halftime. This would be huge if the Commanders can make a stop defensively here, but I mean, as the Commanders, I wouldn't expect anything to happen here. Are they going to go for this here? Oh, they're going to take the snap. Pressure's coming. Hurts is going to fire it downfield. He got hit, but he delivers it perfectly to A.J. Brown. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. It's a perfect opportunity to make a stop, and you deliver that ball perfectly with the blitz coming to A.J. Brown. Because, again, their run defense stinks. Their pass defense stinks. They stink. And everyone keeps telling me about Marshawn Lattimore, but he's not it. I think you need to completely reamp this team. Completely reamp this defense, bro. Literally. Marshawn Lattimore this, Marshawn Lattimore that. Bro, it's over with him, okay? Get yourself some new corners. Someone told me not last week. Was it last week or the week before? Someone told me, oh, yeah, but we got Marshawn Lattimore. What we need other corners for? I said, first of all, that dude has not done anything here. He's done little to nothing since he's been the Commander. Second of all, that can't be your only acquisition and assume that's just good enough. No. That was a beautiful throw by Jalen Hurts, by the way. But, yeah, Marshawn Lattimore is just not that guy anymore. Why do you think the Saints were willing to get rid of him? He's not that guy anymore. They need to completely reamp everything. Like, that entire secondary needs to be reamped, which is what the offseason's going to be for, whether it's free agency or in the draft. They need to reamp. They should have plenty of money this offseason. Absolutely. Spend all that money on the defense and the offensive line. It's not like you don't have weapons. I would like to add another weapon. I think you just need to add one weapon. Add one weapon to the offense. The rest needs to be focused on tweaking the offensive line and investing in this defense. Because good Lord, this defense stinks. Defense stinks. It's bad. You got a 4th down situation, and of course Marshawn Lattimore lined up against A.J. Brown gets beat so poorly. I mean, it was easy. There was little to no resistance.
Find your fresh, the all-new $6.99 meal of the day at Subway.
Let's talk salary.
Great. What do you typically offer for this role?
It's competitive.
So is it like competitive salary, or is it like competitive salary?
It's somewhere between competitive and competitive.
Right, and then the number would be...
Pick up T. Higgins. Hey, that was all. You get T. Higgins in free agency, and then you can just invest in the offensive line and the defense as a whole in the draft and stuff like that. The draft and the rest of the offseason should be spent fixing up the defense and retooling the offense. I think it's cool. Keenan Allen, I don't think Keenan Allen would be the answer. If they have plenty of money to throw at T. Higgins. Go get T. Higgins. Give Jaden Daniels T. Higgins alongside Terry McLaurin. You got De'Ami Brown. You're going to be fine. get T. Higgins. T. Higgins would be the one free agent acquisition that the Commanders must go get. And they have the money to throw at him. It just depends. Will he get that same money with the Bengals, or will he take a team-friendly deal to stay with Cincinnati? But you go throw T. Higgins, you go throw some money at T. Higgins, you got a shot. And they set a blitz, which means you needed your corners to hold up. You needed your corners to hold up, but you can't expect these corners to hold up against this, please. So 2 minutes left. At this point, you got to hope you can hold them to 3, and you can get the ball back to Jaden. So the defense has to hold them to 3 with the clock ticking, and then Jaden Washington's going to use a timeout here. Obviously, Dan Quinn's trying to get the football back here, but it's not going to be as simple as that. This team's going to try to wind the clock down, by the way. So good luck with that. They might run the ball 3 times with Saquon to go pick up the first down. This team can't stop the run.
Don't worry, Kathy. We see you.
And you felt the game.
Or great chemistry.
All you, Marshawn. No.
Or attraction. Easy now. Yeah, that's not guaranteed. You know what AT&T guarantees? Connectivity you depend on, the deals you want, and the service you deserve. Or we'll make it right. That's the AT&T guarantee.
There you go. Second down. Eagles knocking on the door. Talking to Saquon Barkley this week, he said, some may have thought that paying the amount of money to a 27-year-old running back wasn't the
Run defense is just not going to be good enough to make a stop here. But then your pass defense is just as bad. My God, you can't make a stop no matter where you look. Run defense problematic, pass defense problematic. Woo! Here we go. They're blitzing, but can they even get to Jalen Hurts? Incomplete. Dallas Goedert had a defender all over him. Lattimore low-key could have got called for that pass interference. But he turns. He's looking at the ball. I don't know. There's contact there too. That probably should have been a flag. That should have been a penalty. There's a lot of contact there from Lattimore. Even before the ball gets there, he's pulling his arm down. Look at that. There's a lot of contact there. But because Dallas Goedert is a huge guy, they're gonna allow. He's like bigger than Lattimore. They'll allow that aspect. But that's a penalty. I don't even know how they didn't call that. That's a penalty. They're gonna have to call a timeout here or get this ball snapped. Delay a game. Delay a game. Does Sirianni get the timeout? Does Sirianni get the timeout? He doesn't get the timeout. You get a false start call. Yeah, that's PI. Simple. You're right. That's PI. That was absolutely PI. I'm surprised they didn't make the call. That was pass interference. Clear as day. That was pass interference clear as day. All the contact in the world there. Well, you get lucky. This is a miracle for you if you're the Commanders. It's going to be 3rd down and long. They called a false start because someone jumped before the clock went to 0. 3rd down and 13. You couldn't ask for a better situation if you are the Commanders. Make a stop here, force them to kick a field goal, and then you can get the ball back and try to take the lead before halftime. But that's only if this defense can make a stop. Here we go on 3rd down. Here comes the blitz. Jalen Hurts. It's gonna float it. Touchdown. Oh, he dropped it. And pass interference. Jesus Christ.
And there's a flag, too. And the signal looks like it's on Washington. Lattimore on that coverage again.
I mean, why even bother? Why even bother? And of course, Lattimore got caught. This is a makeup call. Let me look at this. Look at this. This dude is just. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. That's clear pass interference. What in God's name is this dude doing? Y'all told me everything about Lattimore. This guy ain't it. He ain't it. He committed 2 PI calls. The first one didn't get called. This one did. And now he's talking trash to A.J. Brown. Like, this guy ain't it. They're going to score a touchdown here. This guy ain't it. What a waste of a pickup. Makeup call for sure. That was still within the bounds of PI. Probably a softer version of PI. But still, this guy ain't it, bro. This guy ain't it. What a waste of a pickup. No wonder the Saints were so quick to get him out of here. What a waste of a pickup. Push this in. Let them score a touchdown. Let's see if Jaden can get them back to it being a 2-point game. Touchdown Eagles. I mean, it's just ridiculous. And look at this dude. What the... Oh, I'm tired of Marshawn Lattimore. Get him out the game. Get him out the game. He's wasting everybody's time. What a waste of a pickup. What a waste of a pickup. Just over here fighting people. Eject him from the game and stop wasting our time. Get him out the football game. What a waste of a pickup. Is he signed to a deal? Like how much is he got like a 1-year deal where they want to pick him up? I don't know what his contract is. What is his contract? Do not bring this guy back. He's not worth it. He's not. Go draft somebody else. He's not worth it. Look at him fighting with AJ Brown for no reason. He's not worth it, bro. He's not worth it. Look at him just fighting and causing problems, bro. He's not worth it. He's not worth it. Like, what is he doing? What is he actually doing here? Just wasting everybody's time. Let me see this dude's contract. Get this guy out the game. And they're gonna just tush push it so they can make it a 10-point game. What is this contract? I'm about to look up Marshawn Lattimore's contract. He's not going to be an unrestricted free agent until 2027. Oh, God, he's going to be here for a while. I don't want to deal with this guy moving forward. He's just a waste of a trade. He has done nothing. He has done nothing, and he's just fighting with people. He's got another year on his contract. Yes, he does, so he's going to be stuck here. It's not like they're going to get rid of him. So Philadelphia is just going to tush push this into the end zone and make it a 10-point game. Did he get there?
With a big stop. A rare stop with that brotherly shove, and the 2-point conversion is no good.
They didn't get the touch push. So it's an 8-point game, which means the Commanders, if they score a touchdown themselves and go for 2, we could go to halftime tied. I'm surprised. I am very surprised to see them make that stop there. I'm surprised to see them make the stop. I'm really surprised to see them make the stop there. I thought it was about to be a 10-point game. But with them making a stop on the tush push, the Commanders now have life. Because we'll have life to try to tie this up. Now they're going to have to go do it again. You score a touchdown, you go for 2.
QuickBooks has you covered. Intuit QuickBooks, proud sponsor of the NFL.
Own a design studio. Win a really big design contract. Realize you're more of a creative type than a finance type. Realize you got this. Use QuickBooks to get your cash flow flowing. Get live expert assistance to maximize your tax savings. I can help with that. Get back to doing what you love. Manage and grow your business all in one place. Intuit QuickBooks. Your way to money.
Chipotle's braised beef barbacoa might be our best kept secret. Slow cooked, responsibly raised beef.
Yeah, they stopped the tush push there. Ooh, I ain't gonna speak on this. How'd the penalty become a blessing? It became a blessing because we stopped it. But I mean, 21-12 would have made it a 2-score game. Not smart to go for 2 there. Well, the reason they went for 2 is because the ball got placed on the 1-yard line. And considering the fact that they don't usually get stopped on the tush push, it's not exactly a wrong thing to go for. It works in the favor. Because, again, it's not like they went from the 2. They got the penalty forced the ball to go from the 2 to the 1-yard line. And they've been getting the tush push all season, including the time they've gotten it 3 times in this game. So it made sense for them to go for the tush push at the 1-yard line because they have showcased that it can't be stopped for the most part. It's just the execution happened to work in the Commanders' favor, and they finally managed to get a stop in the tush push. So I wouldn't say it's not smart to go for it there because they've been doing this all season. If it's 1 yard to pick up with the tush push, it usually works out. It's just this time it didn't. Lattimore knows he's washed, but his foolish pride has him talking, though. He's just over here fighting with people, bro. He's going to get himself ejected, and I wouldn't even be mad. But the problem is, if he gets ejected, that means they're going to have to put in St. Juice. And if they put in St. Juice, we're all cooked. Like, this game could end right here.
Well, if you're an official in this game, you got your hands full because there's been a lot of this. Tempers flaring at
Lattimore needs to chill. Like, I'm about done with Lattimore, but at the same time, I'd rather have him than St. Juice. St. Juice ain't gonna fight with nobody. He's gonna get cooked for 60. He's gonna get cooked. Lattimore can at least kind of make plays here. While in the middle of fighting people, he can kind of make plays. But St. Juice is not making any plays. Did he just fumble the ball? Oh my God, I'm done with this, bro. What an embarrassment. What a joke. He fumbled the ball. All right, end this game here. I'm so done, bro. I told y'all this is just predictable. They just cannot hold on to the football. You can end this game right here. It's just stupid. What is he doing? Just so dumb. Just so dumb. You're throwing the game away. Just so dumb. Just throwing the game away. Nobody's practicing ball security. I'm tired of these athletes just fumbling the ball here. Nobody practices ball security anymore. Nobody practices ball security anymore. It's pathetic. It's embarrassing at this point. At this point, just get the hell out the way and let the ball roll into the end zone. Bunch of just wasting people's time. And then you got that stupid look on your face. Just look. Can't even look at the play. Nobody practice. And then you're just gonna stand there. Like, just get out of my face, dude. Just ruining the game here. You're just throwing the damn game away. First Dyami Brown, then McNichols. Just throwing the game away. Just wasting everybody's time. Just wasting everybody's time. First 2 postseason games, 0 turnovers. Today, 2. Philly's going to win this game. Because Philly gets the ball after halftime now. So how are they supposed to stop him here and then go stop him again in the second half? They don't. The game's over, guys. The game's over because these guys want to fumble the ball. Can't expect to win in this environment and turn the ball over. Those two, Dyami Brown and McNichols, you cost your team the game here. I don't care what anyone says. You've cost your team the game. I want that to be expressed to everybody. You cost your team the game. You've cost your team the game, and I hope everybody screams that consistently. When this game is over, I hope every Commanders fan calls out those 2 specific individuals and say you cost them the game. You're the reason they're not going to the Super Bowl, because you cost them the game. You couldn't hold on to the football. You cost them the game. Hurts with the touchdown. You cost them the game. I want you to understand that. McNichols, Dyami, you 2 cost your team the game. And I want you to walk around all offseason knowing you cost your team the game. Because you couldn't hold on to the football. Holding on the offense, but it doesn't matter. You've cost your team the game. I want you to understand that. Walk around all offseason realizing you cost your team the game. KD5 deserves a better defense and special teams. That's why they need to invest in that in the offseason. Invest in that in the offseason. They got all the money in the world to do so. This offseason has to be big for the Commanders. Invest. But those 2, yeah, Dyami, McNichols, I want you to realize you've cost your team the game. If they don't win today, it's because of you. The Commanders have won their 2 games by making sure they don't turn the ball over once. You 2 turn the ball over here. I want you to realize you guys are the weakest link. You are the weakest link, and you've cost your team. You are the weakest link, and you've cost your team. There's still 2 timeouts left. And because of the holding call, it ends up being 2nd and 10. Pressure's coming, but they can't get this dude down to save their lives. Get him down. Oh, my God. Well, better hope you can make a stop on 3rd and 10. If you can at least try to get this ball back to Jayden Daniels to do something with it. Not even joking. They cost their teams. They cost their teams. I want you to realize that if the Commanders lose this game, it's because of Dyami Brown and McNichols. Those 2 cost their teams the game. Nobody else. Those 2 cost them the game. And I want them to realize that when they head back into the locker room and better pray they find a way to win this game. Because you cost your team. You cost your team. Fumbling the ball, being reckless with the ball, you cost your team. You are the reason they're in this situation right now. You don't turn the ball over, it's an entirely different ball game. Here we go, 3rd and 10. Can somebody please get to this dude? Oh, Barkley gets it, but he's going to get out of bounds. And here comes another flag.
Yeah, right on the sideline. Samer still saying he was in bounds. He's got his right foot just as the left foot hits. I think that's a good call.
That's a penalty. He's out of bounds, dude.
I know, you just as a defensive player.
Yeah, I don't think I need to watch the second half of this. I'm gonna watch it though. I mean, again, it's not like I'm caring. Like, I'm gonna watch it though. But yeah, the Commanders are cooked. Damn. Self-inflicted mistakes. Just gonna cost yourselves here. Look at this. There's no reason to do that, bro. He's going out of bounds. There's no reason to do that. He's literally going out of bounds. They're just making all these dumb mistakes. They're making all these dumb mistakes to cost themselves the games. Philly's just watch. This is a self-destruction that's happening with the Commanders. It's like every mistake they were making that makes them a bad team or that makes them poor is just showing up today. Yeah, they're going to give up a touchdown here. They're like, you know what, Nick? This first half can be, if there was any way to wrap up this first half, it would be that. Why? They're just dumb mistake after dumb mistake after dumb mistake. Philly is just watching Washington give them the football game. Fumbling the ball on returns, fumbling the ball when you have it in your hands instead of getting down, committing idiotic penalties when he's already going out of bounds. I mean, they're literally giving the Eagles the game. And Philly will gladly take it. Philly's not going to make the same mistakes the Commanders are. They will gladly take it. So now if you're the Commanders, is there any hope at this point? Because guess who gets the football back? The Eagles. So what else is left, bro? It's so bad. Jayden Daniels been on the sideline for how long now? And now you got to hope and pray you make a stop at this point? Come on, bro. 2nd and goal here. Saquon gets dropped. It's just sad part is Dan Quinn's trying to use his timeouts, but it's not going to change anything. It's not. Literally no resistance. They're just giving them the game. The Eagles are just, I'm telling you, bro, it's really fun watching. It's really not fun, but it's really interesting watching teams just hand the football game to the other team in the playoffs. I watched Baltimore do that last week with the Bills. Just hand the game to Buffalo. And I'm watching Washington do it today with the Eagles. Just handing the game to Philadelphia.
Always getting down there and seeing the original TB, Coach Jimmy Johnson right there. What a stud. Saw him earlier. Just such a phenomenal coach. And then you got my man Gronk. You got
3rd down and goal here. I mean, if I'm the Eagles, obviously I want a touchdown, but I'm just going to run it with Saquon because they don't have any timeouts left. I'll run it with Saquon and pick up if I can get the touchdown, I'll get the touchdown. If not, I can settle for 3. We'll go to halftime up 11. I'm not throwing this football. And they're throwing this football. And it don't matter. A.J. Brown gets the touchdown. Yeah, this game is over, guys. This game is over. It's over for the Eagles. I'm not sorry, Eagles. It's over for the Commanders. It is. Game's over. 1, 2, and the knees down. Yeah, game's over. Game is over. That was the easiest possible way. So game's over. I want to say, Commanders, you had a great season. Credit to you. You had a great season. Not really mad. Well, I don't have any emotions to care, but not mad. But again, credit to you guys. Well, Jayden Daniels gotta go make a miracle happen in 39 seconds with no timeouts because you gotta get points out of this one way or another to try to keep yourself alive. 15-point game, and the Eagles get the ball at halftime. Yeah, not looking good for the Commanders today. So it's probably going to be Chiefs-Eagles like we expected in the Super Bowl. And everybody's going to be watching and being like, yeah, same old, same old. And it'll be real nasty when Philadelphia loses to Kansas City in yet another Super Bowl. And everybody will just sit back and watch and say, damn, they really about to blow it again. So when the Chiefs three-peat in 2 weeks, don't be surprised. Not even getting outplayed. It always happens. Maybe a field goal. I mean, you got to go get points somewhere. You're down 15. You got to go get points one way or another. If you can't get points, you go to halftime down 15. It's going to be crazy. But, yeah, they just throwing the game away.
doctor gave me Breasttree for my COPD, things changed for me. Breasttree gave me better breathing, symptom improvement, and reduced flare-ups.
Breasttree won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. It is not for asthma. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Don't take Breasttree more than prescribed. Breasttree may increase your risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsened.
Commanders need to stop fighting with them. They're not going to stop fighting with them. They've already shown that the Eagles have gotten in their head. They're already folding as well. Also, Marlon Humphrey's running his mouth on Twitter again, which is pissing off the fan base even more. Him saying, I think the Commanders are too young to win at this. Where was it? Where was that Marlon Humphrey tweet?
The next icon of vacations, Star of the Seas, book today.
Alright, yeah. Marlon Humphrey, yeah, he tweeted this like an hour ago. The Commanders are just too young to win this game. It's that simple. And people reacted to Marlon Humphrey saying the Commanders are too young to win this game. So what's your excuse, Unc? Why did y'all not win last week? What's your excuse? Yeah, people, and this is the aspect that constantly pisses people off with Marlon Humphrey, man. Great player, but dude, sometimes you just gotta learn to just stop. Just stop, dude. Just stop. There's no reason. You're sitting on the couch right now because your team couldn't get it done last week. Their team got it done last week, and they're in the game for a reason. Just stop. Please stop. So 39 seconds left to go try to make something happen. Eagles get the ball to start the second half. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. So with 39 seconds left, the Commanders have no choice but to go do something here. They're down 15. It's not like that defense is going to magically make stops. They can't. They're down 15. They have to go put some points on the board here. So they got to go quickly. Got to look for the sidelines and get whatever you want. Eckler, get out of bounds. I love how Lamar put him in his place after the Cowboys game. Yeah, I mean, again, it's sometimes your teammates just be screwing you over in these situations. Like, dude, it's not the time. Y'all got bounced last week. Why are you running your mouth? What's the excuse for y'all not being in the championship game? At least the Commanders got here. Saying they're too young to win. What was your excuse to last week? That's what pisses off the fan base. It is what it is, though. Got it to Zach Ertz for the first down, but everyone's got to go quickly. Get off him.
Those type of plays aren't going to be enough. Eagles defense will live with those throws.
That's a penalty. That's a clear penalty. There was no reason to push him. That has to be a personal foul. That's a personal foul.
Yeah, right there on Biadasz. Oh, he got his finger.
No reason. That's a personal foul. That's got to be a personal foul. Carter hit him right in the... That's got to be a personal foul. That's got to be a personal foul. You cannot... Refs, do the right thing. That's a personal foul. Carter had no reason to do that. Encroachment, my ass. That's a personal foul. He poked him in the eye, too. That is a personal foul. But we beat the Commanders. Go Ravens. And yeah, what did that get you? What did that get you, Devontae? What did that get you? You're sitting at home and they're in the championship game. So what did beating the Commanders get you? So I don't know why Marlon's running his mouth about the Commanders being too young to win this game. Why did this team win last week? What did beating the Commanders in Week 6 get you? You're on the couch right now and they're trying to fight for their lives to go to the Super Bowl. So what did that get them? Man, that's a personal foul. You call encroachment. He poked the dude in the eye. Come on, man. Call an encroachment on that. That's nasty work.
It's got to be either a deep completion in the middle of the field or something out of bounds.
You got 21 seconds left.
21 seconds left.
Got to go make a play somewhere. Here comes the pressure. Jaden takes off. He's got to make sure he aims for the sideline. Keep going, Jaden. Keep going. He gets out of bounds. 13 seconds left. You got some chance here now. He's in field goal range now, so you can get points out of this, but they got a shot to try to go pick up a touchdown. Seriously, this defense was better. Jaden Daniels would not be put in this situation, man. You're in field goal range now, so you don't have to mess it up. At this point, you got to potentially go after a touchdown. You're in range to try to get 1 or 2 shots down the field. Philly's going to call a timeout here. But you got a chance. 1 or 2 shots to go down the end zone. Go down the sideline, pick up a touchdown here. You got 1 or 2 chances to do that. In all honesty, you got 1 chance. Because if you get tackled in bounds, you're not going to be able to clock that in time.
Worst case scenario, you got a 52-yard field goal.
Yeah, I mean, that is the long this year for Zane Gonzalez. Did that in the wild card game, but watching him in pregame in this direction, he was very erratic from 50-plus. He did hit one from 57, but I'm sure that Washington will like a few more yards here to make this a more gettable try.
Yeah, and I'm sure Washington is going to defend the sideline here. There's a sideline coverage.
Well, the Eagles say time to play Kansas City. This game is done. Nicholas, why are you still here? You already declared the game done. I told you I'll see you with the Bills and Chiefs game. Why are you back? You already said the game was over. Why are you still here? I told you, when the Chiefs-Bills stream pulls up, I'll see you then. They got to prepare to try to do something here. 6 seconds left. You got to settle for the field goal. You got to settle for the field goal. 6 seconds left is not enough to get a play down the field. If it was 8 seconds, by all means. But you got to settle for 3. Got to settle for 3. At least make it a 12-point game heading into halftime.
Much easier of a kick there for Gonzalez.
With only 39 seconds left in the half to drive down and do that. 33 seconds. And so now it's on Gonzalez. 42 yards for him. He's got 2 field goals today. And the Eagles will call their last timeout. Try and make you think about it.
Eagles call a timeout. Ertz with the act. What world is this? That's funny.
The Commanders that hit earlier in the season factors.
If there was 10 seconds left, you could at least take a shot for the end zone. But 6 seconds, no.
More of the end zone on that play than the outside part of the field.
I think that's a really interesting point. Also, the last time they played, Jaden Daniels drove him down the field and won the game.
That was a good drive to end the first half. Yes, it was. If only Jaden Daniels would have more opportunity offensively. Too bad his team is selling right now. 2 turnovers. Defense can't stop a nosebleed. Everybody's selling Jaden Daniels right now. He's ready for the moment. This dude can win the championship today. But his team's selling. His team is absolutely selling. And there's nothing you can do when your team sells.
42 yards for Gonzalez.
Kick is up and it is good. 42-yard field goal. So you will go into halftime with this being a 12-point game. You don't got a choice. I'd go for the shot. Philly gets the ball out of halftime. You got to get points out of this. Simple. At the end of the day, you got to get points out of this. I would love to go for the shot, but with 6 seconds left, no. If there was 8 seconds left, maybe. 10 seconds left, absolutely. 6 seconds, that's not enough time. Because if you don't get the shot, that's halftime. Can he beat Mahomes and the Zebras, though? Jaden Daniels can beat anybody. Unfortunately, his team is selling. He's stuck with a bunch of guys that just don't want to step up. I feel so bad for Jaden, man. Watching that dude the sideline as his team's selling out there on defense and special teams. He can't do anything if he's not on the field. They're selling. He's playing well, but they're selling. His team is selling. I'm so disappointed in these guys. Not really. I'm not surprised. I'm not disappointed at all. I'm not disappointed. I'm not angry. I'm mad. Again, no matter what happens here, win or lose, I'm proud of the Commanders. Just knowing the offseason, you got to start making some moves and fix this defense and maybe improve the special teams or something. Retool the team. You've got the money for it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, that will be halftime. The Eagles are going to take a 12-point lead into halftime. They are up 27-15. Eagles get the ball coming out of halftime. We'll see what the Commanders can do in the second half. Jaden Daniels is having a great game. Unfortunately, his team is selling massively and is pissing everybody off. Can the defense get themselves together in the second half? We'll see. Winner of this matchup heads to the Super Bowl. We'll see what happens in the second half. But with that being said, I will see y'all in the second half. Second half. Let's see how this goes for the Commanders. Winner heads to the Super Bowl. Ooh, tough hit. Better hope that brings some momentum. Well, that first half was disgusting. Commanders should be ashamed. Guys that messed up. You know who you are. If they lose the game, they're going to point the finger at you for the loss. But you got a whole second half left to play to go try to change that. How do you start? Well, defense has to come out here and make a stop. Ooh. Gainwell is hurt. Hopefully he's okay. Hopefully it's not too bad, but he's being evaluated. He took a shot there.
And now this developing story. Cam Jurgens, you know, he did not start. They kept him active, back injury, tried to go on Rose, didn't look great. Now he's out there.
You got a whole second half left to play, and we'll see who's advancing to the Super Bowl. Feels like no matter who wins this, it's just going to go to Kansas City, and everyone's going to be like, whatever.
And talking to Nick Sirianni coming out of the half, he of course wouldn't tell me what was going on with Landon Dickerson. I said, he's a tough guy. What's his status? He said he is a tough guy. We have a lot of those. You'll find out. Of course, like you said, Cam Jurgens in. Landon Dickerson now is questionable, Kevin and Tom, with a knee injury. And as Nick Sirianni echoed really what Tom Brady said, we got to be smart here. We got to score on every possession. We cannot let Washington get back in this.
1st and 10 here for the Eagles. Commanders know they got to make a stop here. Eagles know they got to add to their score. Let's see what happens here on 1st down. Hurts keeps the football, and he's just going to have to slide down or get out of bounds. Why did he choose to keep it? I would have just given it to Saquon there and live with the result. He chose to keep it, and the defense was ready for both plays. So that's a nice stop there on 1st down. But again, we know the problem with the Commanders is they can't stop anything. They suck at the pass. They suck at the run. 2nd down and 12 here for the Eagles. If there's anything the Commanders defense needs to do is make a stop. It don't matter. Y'all up next too. Y'all about to stay home on the couch. Who's up next? Y'all about to stay home on the couch too. Who's about to stay home on the couch? 2nd down and 12. Hurts gets sacked. So the Commanders defense coming out here, back-to-back plays. They get to Jalen Hurts and force a 3rd and long situation. Now, again, like I said, with this team, it's just making sure you don't do dumb things. But, you know, we'll see how this 3rd down comes up here. If you can force a 3 and out to start off this half, you at least put yourself in a position where Jaden can get this team back in the game because we trust the offense. We trust Jaden Daniels in the offense. It's just this defense. We don't know what we're getting. 3rd down and 19, and you better hope they just settle to just hand the ball off to Saquon, and you can stop that, by the way, because handing it to Saquon does not end the drive, and Jalen Hurts is just going to hand it to Saquon here. There's no reason to throw this. He's going to throw it. All right, Commanders defense forces a 3 and out to start this half. Washington Commanders, y'all about to lose the game too. Okay. 4th down here, punt the football. Commanders about to get the ball up. We'll see what the Commanders offense can do here on their opening drive for the second half. It don't matter. My team is home on the couch. Go Ravens. I mean, we watched last week as the Ravens just blew it. It's the same thing with the Ravens every year. They're snake oil. We know this. The Ravens are snake oil, bro. The Ravens are snake oil. I don't know how many times I've talked about it on this channel. They're snake oil, man. They'll feed us all the things we want to hear. They'll try to keep telling us this year is different. It's been the same story for years now. It's the same story. It's the same story. They keep feeding us the same cycle over and over and over again. They keep feeding us this same endless cycle. Ain't nothing going to change. Next year, they're going to run the same thing. Until, I've said this for years now, they're not going to win a Super Bowl with John Harbaugh, and I still believe it's going to be the case. And I believe the main aspect is a coaching philosophy that needs to change because this team never executes in the playoffs. Go look at the last 3 playoff losses for the Ravens. Have you noticed a trend? Have you noticed a pattern? Burrow, Mahomes, Allen, Not one of those quarterbacks had an impressive or highly impressive performance against the Ravens defense. Not one of them put up a highly impressive performance against the Ravens defense. In each of the last 3 playoff losses, the Ravens have suffered. But guess what they're doing? They're playing smart. They're doing the simplistic things. They're not putting the ball in danger. They're not trying to force it. They're playing simple football and just waiting for the Ravens to self-destruct. Because the Ravens always self-destruct in the playoffs. That's why you got Tyler Huntley fumbling the ball at the goal line, and it gets returned for 6. That's why you have Zay Flowers fumbling the ball at the goal line. That's why you have Mark Andrews fumbling all over the place, Lamar turning the ball over. Teams just wait for the Ravens to self-destruct in the playoffs. That's just what it is. And it's nasty how the last few years, you can look at it, Baltimore loses the same way. They just beat themselves. You never see a situation where like, oh, they just got dominated and manhandled and blown out. Even in the games where they've gone up against top tier teams, you'll watch, man, the Ravens outgained them by this amount of yards. They had more first downs. They were better on third down and all this other stuff. They just lost the game because they lost a turnover battle. Because that's all that happens. Josh Allen had, in fact, statistically, it was his worst statistical performance, or at least one of it, not his worst statistical performance in a playoff game of his career. And he got praised for that being one of his best performances. Why? Because he did the simple thing. Why would I heat the ball down the field? The Ravens are going to self-collapse. I don't need to really put much effort in. If anything, if anyone learned from last year, it'd be Allen and the Bills. They watched what Mahomes and the Chiefs did against the Ravens and said, we can do the same thing. We just need to sit back, play a simple game, don't try to overcomplicate things, and watch the Ravens self-destruct. You talk about Devontae. Oh, you must be new to the channel, buddy. Go check my content here. Go check my content here. You must be new here. I'm showing support to the Commanders, but you must be new here. Devontae, go check all my content in this thing. I'm a Ravens fan. Don't get it twisted, bro. You must be new to the channel. You must be new to the channel. And I've already explained the story about the Ravens and Commanders and all this other stuff. So I'm speaking about this from years of experience. Been a fan since 2004. I've got Deion Sanders' jersey right there. I've got Willis McGahee's jersey right there. I've got pictures of Ray Lewis and Ed Reed on my wall. I got Lamar Jackson's jerseys here. You must be new to the channel, bro. I know what I'm talking about. I'm showing love to the Commanders. I'm from the DMV area. There are reasons why I'm also showing love to the Commanders. I've explained the story a million times on my channel. My fans know how this goes here. So I know you're new to the channel. Anytime I see someone make a comment like that, I know you are new to the channel. So I know what I'm talking about when it comes to the Ravens. This has been the thing for years. Jaden Daniels gets sacked. Yeah, offensive line continuing to be horrible for the Commanders because they can't protect Jaden Daniels, and they're going to waste the 3-and-out effort, and it's about to be a 3rd-and-long situation. So you must be new here, Devontae. Feel free to check. Like I said, feel free to check, bro. Feel free to check. I know what I'm talking about with the Ravens. This is not something that's just brand new as someone that's speaking from an outsider. This is somebody that's watched the Ravens. That's a face mask. That's a face mask, but why call it? Why call a face mask? 3rd and 20. Yeah, he ain't going to get time to throw anything there. 3rd and 20. Just check it down for a screen. And that's a waste of time. The defense makes a stop just for the offense to get blown up because the offensive line can't make a stop. So, 3-and-out for the Commanders. Going to punt the football back because, again, the Commanders ain't going to do nothing against this Eagles defense, bro. So, both teams go 3-and-out, and that's just how it is. Commanders' offensive line continues to be trash. It's been like that all year. Nobody should be surprised. So now you got to go punt the football if they're going 3-and-out. Should have been a face mask call, but at this point, I've already given up on the refs doing anything here. Now, I've been watching you since 2020, end of the day. I love my Ravens. Been a Ravens fan since 2008. I am from Baltimore. So you know what I'm talking about then. If you've been watching me since 2020, you know I'm a Ravens fan. So you know I'm talking about when I speak about the Ravens. This is nothing new. We saw what the Ravens did last week. It's verbatim. This is who they are. They're snake oil. We don't have to pretend. It's fine to admit what your team is. Just doesn't mean you can't still rock with them. They're snake oil. They are snake oil. The Baltimore Ravens are snake oil. They'll try to convince you. You know, they're snake oil, and Harbaugh is a salesman through and through. Because he tries to, the way he speaks, the way he talks, man, it seems like he can really sell you on the Ravens. And everyone tries to buy in. The culture, man, that Ravens culture, they're snake oil. The Ravens are snake oil. They're gonna bring you in. They'll they'll make you buy into what's happening. This year is different. This year is different. This year is different. And it's not, because they get to the playoffs and they lose the exact same way. Ravens fans are just wishing it would be a different conversation. If they were just getting beat, if they were just getting flat out manhandled in the playoff game, you could sit back and say, we just got smacked. You can live with that. But losing playoff games the same way because you can't get out of your own way, it's infuriating. And then you keep coming back and telling us you guys learned from it. You learned from it. You didn't, because you're doing it again. What did you learn from? This year's different. This year's different. This year's different. And then they had the nerve to go put up next year. We're going to come, like, I think EDC said it. We're going to attack next year with a vengeance. Vengeance for what? Next year's another revenge year for the Ravens. Revenge for what? Vengeance against who? Yourselves? Oh yeah, we're going to come back next year with a vengeance. Against who? Yourselves? Because you're beating you in the playoffs. Your biggest op in the postseason is yourselves. You can't get out of your own way to save your life. You can't just play things simple. The first and goal play at the 1 yard line, by the way, which I didn't go back to look at this. It showed up on my feed about 2 days ago. I didn't even know this because I didn't go back to watch the game. The first and goal play, they tried to run a little trick play situation that apparently this is a play that they saved, because we saw the picture of this play back during training camp. It was a play to get Ronnie Stanley the ball in the end zone. They ran that play on first and goal at the 1 yard line. They ran that, this is a playoff game. First and goal at the 1 yard line. They tried to run a play to get Stanley the ball for a touchdown. If you go back and look at the play, if you just hand the ball to Derrick Henry, he walks into the end zone. But we want to get cute with the play calling. They always get cute with the play calling. I will never trust a single word they say, because they don't live up to their words, and they don't actually emphasize or express their words. They are snake oil. First down here for A.J. Brown. Yeah, Eagles just going to find a way to put points up. I don't expect this defense to do much of anything. So yeah, they don't practice what they preach. Their words are meaningless. It's useless. They'll sell you snake oil. The fans will buy into it, and then they'll be surprised when this team doesn't live up to the words that they say. This year's going to be different. We going to match up. Yeah. Yada, yada, yada. It's the same thing with the Ravens every single year. First down and 10 for the Eagles. Already in Commanders territory. I mean, what else can you really hope for at this point? Hurts just going to check it down here to Goddard, who's going to pick up 8 yards. Second down coming up here for the Eagles. Well, he picks up 7 yards. Second down coming up here for the Eagles. Why would you be more motivated than not guaranteed to be back? Why would you be more motivated? I don't know, bro. Listen, the Ravens do the same thing every single time. The Ravens always beat themselves at the wrong time in the playoffs. No, it's not really the wrong time. It's just who they are. You can't say at the wrong time. It's who they are. They can't help themselves. I see a check down right here if he wants to take it. Oh, wait. No, there's a dude streaking wide open because this defense stinks. All right. Yeah, this game's over. They're just going to blow out the Commanders. So, congratulations to the Philadelphia Eagles for advancing to the Super Bowl. Go lose to Mahomes in another Super Bowl, I guess. I don't know. It just seems so predictable nowadays. It just seems so predictable nowadays that there's no point in getting mad or emotional. It just seems like it's so predictable. To everybody who said Hurts can't throw, you look foolish. Again, people are going to say whatever they want to say. It's the same old thing. On the bright side, you could be the Cowboys. I really hate doing this whole bright side. We're all losers. We're all losers. You could be a worse loser. It doesn't help. Nobody wants to see their team continue to lose. Hurts, touchdown, that's the game. Like, you acted like, okay, you could be what your team is right now, a team that can't get over the hump, or you could be another team that can't get over a hump, but they have an owner that is just horrible. At the end of the day, we're all losers. Just because they're a worse loser than us does not make us feel better. We're all losers. People are tired of being losers. On the bright side, well, you are a loser, but you're not as much of a loser as this fan base or this franchise or this team. Bro, we're all losers. People tired of watching a Super Bowl contending roster lose. Like, what are we talking about here? Nobody wants to continue to watch their team lose, and then people like, on the bright side, you're not as bad of a loser as this squad. We don't want to be losers, period. But again, when you accept what your team is, you start kind of chilling out, you mellow out. When you accept who your team is, you can be fine with the result. That's what I'm saying. When you accept who your team is, you can be fine with the results. You don't have to get mad or overly emotional. When you accept who your team is, or you accept who you support, it is what it is. You can be a franchise with 0 chips, though. But that still doesn't make us feel better. That doesn't make me feel better. That just means I'm a worse loser. I could be a loser or I could be a worse loser. I don't want to be a loser, period. So just saying you could be a worse loser than you are now doesn't make anybody feel better because we're still losing. You could just talk, oh man, it sucks that you're injured, but your injury could be worse. Dude, I'm still in pain. Pain is pain. Losing is losing. Like, come on, bro. You're not making anybody feel better with that statement. Well, you're a loser, but you could be a bigger loser. Well, you're in pain, but you could be in more pain. Like, I'm in pain either way. I don't want to be in pain, period. Losing stinks. Nobody wants to be a loser. Whether you're losing in the first round or losing in the Super Bowl, why do you think the Niners are so damn hurt? Niner fans have not watched their team win a Super Bowl since the 90s. Their team's been to the Super Bowl 3 times, and every single one of those losses have been heartbreaking losses that came down to the wire. Well, you could be a team that doesn't get there. Bro, losing sucks, period. It doesn't matter if you're losing in the big game or losing before you even get to the playoffs. Losing sucks, period. People want to be winners. That's why they like dynasties. And that's why me, as somebody that's been a fan of multiple sports teams and knows the other side of it, I can't be mad at what Kansas City's doing. I was a Heat fan during the Big Three. I was a Heat fan before that, obviously, but I was a Heat fan during the Big Three. Everybody was preying on our downfall. Every single game that we had, they're preying on our downfall. 2013 still my favorite, or the 2012-2013 year is still my favorite season, of any sports aspect, of any sports era. That 2013 Heat's team, when they were going on that streak, where they won, what was it? They run 27 straight games. Where they were going after that record that was held by the Lakers. Everybody, yeah, I'm a Heat fan. I've said that for years now. Everybody hated us during the Big Three era. Everybody hated us during the Big Three era. When we were making things look easy, they hated us. That's why everybody was happy when we collapsed in 2011. That's why when we lost to the Spurs in 2014, everybody was happy. I know what it feels like to be part of a fan base that's hated because your team has so much success and they're winning. That's why I didn't look at Golden State as a problem, because I, as a Heat fan, can't be mad when I watch my team win back-to-back championships. That's why I'm not mad at what's happening with Kansas City. Wasn't mad at the Golden State aspect. The only thing that pissed me off was KD going there because it made the games less competitive. The Warriors were already going to be a dynasty with or without KD. He didn't need to join up. And from a competitive standpoint, it's embarrassing to see yourself go there, but yeah, I'm not mad at what the Chiefs are doing. I was on the flip side of it. I'm a Dodgers fan too. And the Dodgers right now are building a juggernaut of a team. Now again, they still have to live up to the hype. They won a championship this previous year, which is probably why you don't see me spaz off. I watched my baseball team that was choking for a decade finally stop choking and win a championship. So that's probably why I'm not really concerned about the Ravens, the other stuff happening with the Heat. I watched my baseball team win a championship this year, so I at least come away with something this year, I guess. But yeah, we're building something special. And if you've seen the offseason, the acquisitions they've got right now with the Dodgers, they're looking to repeat. They absolutely are looking to repeat. Will they? That's a different conversation. Play action here for Jaden Daniels. And look at the offensive line failing to hold up. De'Ami Brown gets to catch first down, Commanders. But yeah, I know what it feels like to have the entire league hate you and all these other fan bases rooting for you. I was a Heat fan when that was happening during the Big Three era. I'm a Dodgers fan right now. And everybody is hating the Dodgers because they keep getting all these great players, which is why everyone keeps calling for a salary cap. When in actuality, you should look at these small market teams with their billionaires that refuse to put money into their team. So as somebody that's watching everybody actively root for the Dodgers' downfall, like, I can't be mad at how Chiefs fans are going to feel when people are actively rooting on their downfall. I know what it feels like to be a fan of a team that everybody hates and is actively rooting for them to fail because they're winning championships. I know what it feels like. So, yeah, I can't be mad at that aspect. But the aspect of winning and losing is what sports is all about. People don't want to be losers. They don't want the team they support to lose. Injury here. We're going to take a break. Hopefully the player's okay. People don't want their teams to lose, especially when they have a team that should be able to win. When you have a team that should be able to compete for a championship, and you know when they play at their best, nobody can beat them, it frustrates you when it comes to the biggest moments and they don't play at their best. And it hurts even more when you're watching them sell a game over and over and over again. So again, people when it comes to the Ravens, it's just something they've done over and over again. So when people are like, it could be worse, you could be a Cowboys fan, that doesn't help. They're losers, we're losers. We're losing together. We're both on the couch right now watching this game happen instead of being in the game. So it doesn't help. We're just less losers than that team. But we're still losers, and people are tired of watching their team lose. Nobody wants to be a loser. Nobody wants to be a loser in sports. Nobody. Bro, we can win, man. This is just undisciplined. Buddy, at this point, it's 34-15. There's nothing you can do about this. You expect the defense to just shut down the Eagles' offense? You would need the defense to shut down the Eagles' offense completely for the rest of the game, and the Commanders would have to score 3 touchdowns. They're down. What are they down by? It's 34-15. They're down 19. Oh, God. They're down 19 points. You need 3 touchdowns here. You need 3 touchdowns or 2 touchdowns, 2 two-point conversions, and a field goal to tie this up. You need 3 touchdowns for that. Game is over, pretty much. I mean, it's done. The Commanders' defense is not going to stop the Eagles' offense unless they force a turnover. And the Commanders' offense is going to pray to God they can just score. Commanders' offense has to score a touchdown every single drive for the rest of the game, and they need their defense to make 3 stops. Where is that going to come from? The Eagles were right there for the taking. The Commanders had an opportunity, and they fumbled the ball away and ruined their chances to win this game. Nothing you can do about that. You just sit back, you accept the reality of the situation, and you get ready for the offseason. At the end of the day, the Commanders had an amazing season. No one expected them to be here. Their floor was supposed to be like 5 wins. Their floor was supposed to be 5 wins. Their ceiling was supposed to be 10 wins and a possible playoff berth. They got to the NFC Championship game. This is the greatest season this is their best season since 1991. The franchise's best season since 1991. Win or lose, I'm proud of them because of what they were able to accomplish in year 1 of a rebuild. The best part is they have all the money in the world to invest in this defense. Now, Jaden Daniels is not just going to go out like that. Jaden Daniels is going to keep on fighting to the end. Oh, you think we're going to get a flag? You know you ain't getting no flag. You're Philadelphia. So, yeah. The Commanders are going to fight to the end, obviously. But win or lose, at the end of the day, I'm proud of how they played this year, and I'm proud of what I've seen this season. And it's year 1 of a rebuild. Year 1 of a rebuild, and you get to the end of the championship game. Sky's the limit for this team if they spend their money the right way. They need to invest in this defense in the offseason. Invest in this defense, tweak the offensive line, and give Jaden Daniels another weapon, and we would have 0 concerns with the Commanders moving forward. So yeah, it's literally one of those situations. At the end of the day, with the Commanders, it was year 1. They still have a lot. A lot of potential. They need to fix the defense, tweak the offensive line, and give Jaden Daniels another weapon. This team can get to the Super Bowl next year if they do that. They have all the capabilities in the world to get into the Super Bowl next year if they do those 3 things. And they've got plenty of money to do that in the offseason. It just comes down to how they're going to execute in the offseason in terms of who they're going to bring in free agency and then who they're going to draft, because that's what matters. First down here for the Commanders. At this point, Commanders know offensively they have to score a touchdown. They have to score touchdowns every single drive, and then they got to pray their defense can make some plays. You make a few plays here, you get the game back to being close, and you have a shot. But the Commanders' defense has got to make a stop or force a turnover. Jaden Daniels has played well in this game. It's just his team has sold. His team sold so badly. I feel bad for the guy. They sold. They know they let this kid down. 1st and 10 here. Jaden dodging defenders. Jaden takes it inside the... Oh, what type of hit is that? And, of course, no flag's going to be thrown there, but whatever. No flag there, right? Just hit. The man got down, crouched. You could still get a hit off like that. Second down and 3 here. No flag. Oh, you thought you were going to get a flag? That's funny. Of course you weren't going to get no flag on that. Second down and 3. At this point, just ignore it. Keep playing and go get a touchdown. Keep yourself alive in this. Robinson gets stopped 1 yard short. I can hear my dad and uncle talking upstairs about this because they have been on it all day because these calls and the way the refs have been officiating things, It's been ridiculous. 3rd down and 1 here. Got to go pick up the first. And their defense is going to be ready if you try to run this ball. Jaden Daniels keeps it himself. Touchdown. Jaden Daniels takes it in himself for the touchdown. Well, still got plenty of time. It's technically a game here, but it's a comeback that they're going to have to run. And it starts with the defense. Because Jaden and the offense, they could figure some things out here and there. But if this defense cannot make a stop, Jaden's going to have no chance to pull off the comeback. Jaden's doing whatever he can. He's playing well. They got to go for 2? Is it really a situation where you got to go for 2? You're down 13. I guess because you can make it a 2-possession game if they can get this 2-point conversion. See, they should have ran him out of shotgun last time when they ran the 2-point conversion. Got it. See, this is what they needed to do last time. This is what they needed to do last time. You run him out the shotgun. You don't need to put him under center and do those weird plays. Just give him the ball and let him go find somebody. So Jaden Daniels keeping us alive in this game. 11-point game. It's not quite over yet in Philadelphia. Now you got to hope the defense can make the stop. 34-23. They are still alive. So now if this defense somehow makes a stop or forces a turnover, the Commanders will have life and this will become a game. That's how 2 points should be. Again, I don't see why they tried to run something fancy or special on that last 2-point conversion when they were trying to tie the game. So now they're making it an 11-point game, and you know what that means. Next drive, you can potentially get a touchdown and go for 2 to make it a 3-point game, but your defense has to make a stop. And the Eagles' offense has been cooking the Commanders' defense all day. The Commanders' defense made maybe 1 or 2 stops today. And when they had a chance at the 3rd stop, but then you saw the personal foul on that 3rd down to Saquon. It's just like they have played some undisciplined football. And if they had not played like that in the first half, they're not in this situation right now. There's still plenty of time for a comeback to happen, especially since it's an 11-point game. 11-point game, you make another stop and get the ball back to your offense, you've got a chance. Ravens should write notes on how to get 2 points. It would be a waste of time to write notes because they can't execute it. It's not about writing notes, it's about execution. And this team stinks at executing anything consistent in the playoffs or in the regular season because they don't know how to execute on 2-point conversions. I think they executed 1 2-point conversion all season, and that was against the Bengals on that Thursday Night Football game. They don't know how to execute 2-point conversions, and they keep shrinking the field thinking that's going to get them the 2-point conversions they want. It's dumb, but whatever.
Enjoy meal deals and treat yourself to deals in the app. There's always ways to save. All day, every day. Get more than you expect with new McValue.
Dr. Larson has no recollection of the last 8 years.
Over 15 million viewers have made Doc TV's biggest new show.
I don't know who I am now.
And the obsession is only growing.
You can't leave her in the dark forever. What's going on?
And tonight after the game,
Me and Amy were together. I want to tell her.
don't miss a thrilling special episode.
I will be a doctor now.
Doc, tonight after the game. And don't miss an all-new episode Tuesday on Fox.
This is what I said, just triple option right here. Daniels got the ball. This is where he sticks in. It's called ride or decide. Rides the running back. Now he decides to pull it. And when he runs out to the right, everything's covered. And he's got Zacchaeus in the end zone, but he's also got linemen downfield, which I'm sure that's what Sirianni was not very happy about.
Mike Pereira missed one there.
Oh, they probably should have called that. There were linemen downfield. They should have called that. The refs are just missing everything today, huh? The refs are missing everything. Fire these refs, man. They can't do their job. If you're not going to do your job, you don't deserve to be out there. So Gainwell's out for the rest of the game. He has a concussion. Saquon is a bit compromised because he's dealing with something. I don't got faith that we can get a stop. Nobody has faith that they can get a stop. Between John Harbaugh, Mike Tomlin, and Andy Reid, who's likely to retire or leave their team first? Andy Reid. He could potentially choose to retire if they complete this three. Like Andy Reid has a real chance to retire as much as like anytime soon, because his legacy's already been made. John and Mike just don't look like they're going anywhere anytime soon. And I don't think either one of those teams are going to fire them. 1st and 10 here. Trying to get Saquon. They can't get Saquon down. You had a chance to get Saquon down at the line of scrimmage. He just breaks that tackle. Nobody has any confidence or belief the Commanders' defense can make a stop. So, I mean, like, you kind of just got to deal with it however you deal with it. Isn't Reed older than John? Yes, he is. That's why I said it's a higher chance that he ends up retiring after they win a few more championships and just going about his day to just spend time with his grandkids as opposed to sitting here. Oh, look, Jayden Daniels got all... Not Jayden Daniels. Jalen Hurts got all the time in the world. Get him down for the love of God. You have all the time in the world and the opportunity to get this man down, and they can't tackle. I mean, just you have a chance. That could have been a loss of 10, and nobody can get him down. It's ridiculous. Also, Marshawn Lattimore getting cooked again, but Jalen Hurts didn't see Devontae Smith get open on that route. And look at this. Nobody can tackle. Nobody can tackle on this defense. Invest in the defense for the love of God. Invest in this defense. They can't tackle. This defense can't tackle. Can't tackle, can't stop the run, can't cover the pass. Invest in the defense. Good God almighty, invest in the defense. Here we go. I'm looking towards my left. I see a man open. Oh, look at this. You move towards the right, and Devontae Smith's wide open. And that's going to be a flag coming up here because surprisingly, they didn't call a flag. And Lattimore's looking to fight again. Good Lord, they cannot make a stop. Nobody trusts this defense to do anything. You had Jalen Hurts dead to right, and you can't make a stop. At this point, you just gotta hope you're holding the 3, so it can be a 2-possession game still. You give up a touchdown here, you just wasted all the time and effort that Jayden Daniels and the offense did. Oh, look, Goddard's wide open on a screen, and he has blockers, and that's a first down. Yeah, just wasting our time here. Jayden Daniels, keep padding your stats, bro. That's all you're going to be able to do because your defense stinks, and they can't stop a nosebleed. They can't also tackle a quarterback that's just running around. Like, they can't tackle him. They can't tackle. They can't stop the run. They can't stop the pass. What does this defense do? The only reason they beat the Lions is because they forced turnovers, and they can't force a turnover against this Philly team. Look at Hurts just running around in circles, and he's just going to throw the ball away. He's just running around in circles, and nobody can catch him. Just wasting time at this point. The Eagles are out here pulling some clownery. The fact that they're not giving it to Saquon enough tells me Saquon Barkley is not healthy right now. Saquon is not healthy. I don't know what's wrong with him, some sort of leg or calf thing, but he's not healthy because they're not giving him the ball like that. Jalen Hurts is just taking the snap and just killing time, just rolling, running around, just tiring the defense out, and then they're going to settle for these quick throws. Because the Commanders' defense can't stop a nosebleed. Are they going to give it to Saquon this time? Oh, now they give it to Saquon. Oh, look, he's got blockers. Oh, look, Saquon. Yeah, Saquon is not okay. He just slipped down and fell. He's not okay. Why did he fall? That's a first down if Saquon just keeps his feet. Why did he fall? Buddy might not really be okay. I don't know. I saw earlier he was using that calf muscular thing on his calf. He might really be hurt. Because Saquon fell there, and I'm surprised he did. 3rd down and 5. Anyone going to make a play here? Gonna make a stop? Doubt it. Oh, one-on-one here? Oh, they actually got him. Somebody makes a play defensively. Now they're gonna have to punt this ball. They're gonna have to punt this ball here. Luvu makes an incredible play and just times it perfectly. His leg's bothering him, but it don't really matter because the pass defense sucks, true. Luvu makes a play and forces a punt. That's all you need. Now the Commanders got a chance. Go score touchdown, go for 2, you make it a 3-point game. Somebody on the defense had to go make a stop. If you're the Commanders, you need to understand it's 4-down territory for the rest of the game. You cannot afford to waste these opportunities. Also, any return game, get out the way, 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 for the love of God, get out the way. It's going to be at the 4. You got no choice. You're going to have to go 96 yards, Jaden Daniels, or get into field goal range to at least make it the 3-point game. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. I can live with it. I can live with it. I can live with it. It's better than turning the ball over and giving it to them at the goal line. You can live with that result. Yay, touchback. He touched the line. He stepped on the line as he touched the ball. So never mind. It's going to be a touchback. That's a dub. You'll take that if you're the Commanders. That's a dub. Whew. So now if you're Jaden Daniels in the offense, you understand the situation. You go score a touchdown. You make this a 1-score game, and it's anybody's football game here in Philadelphia. First and 10 here for the Commanders. Got to go get a play out of this. Play action here. Fires over the middle. It is caught by Ertz. Ertz picking up a first down. And the Commanders pick up a first down and move the chains. They playing volleyball here. It's funny. Good play. Good throw right there by Jaden Daniels. Nice catch by Zach Ertz. Got to go quickly. They're going to go no huddle. They're going to go no huddle. Here we go again. Jaden Daniels looking. Ball gets batted in the air. Incomplete. Got to be careful with that right there. Got to be careful with that. 1:06 left to go here in the third quarter. It's an 11-point game. Jaden Daniels, 20 of 30, 203 yards. He's got a passing touchdown and a rushing touchdown. He's played well today. Can't afford to make any mistakes here. 2nd and 10. Here we go, 2nd and 10. Pressure's coming, he fires, it's incomplete. Ertz just drops it. You've got to make that catch, man. The offensive line can't hold up, not being able to give him enough time to step into it. It's a tough catch there, can't even lie. Look at this, it's a tough catch. Ertz runs the route, it's just a little bit too outside. And Jaden has to get that ball out quickly because the offensive line is not giving him enough time here. So now it's a 3rd and 10. Again, you're not going to have a lot of opportunities. Washington has to pick up some yards here to at least attempt a 4th down here. So you got to get something here. 3rd down and 10. Empty backfield here for Jaden Daniels. Got to get something out of this to at least attempt a 4th down. Here we go. Pressure's coming. He fires across the middle. It is caught. Zach Ertz picks up the first down. Matt, Get that football out of your hands. You know you didn't make that catch. First down. First down, Commanders.
They pick it up so well. The easiest place for a quarterback to throw is 10 yards over the middle when there's no help inside.
1st and 10. They're at midfield. Still marching. 35 seconds left to go in the third quarter. This may be the last play of the quarter. Jaden's going to take the snap. Jaden is going to fire it quickly. He's going to be caught by Eckler, and Eckler just fumbles the ball. I'm done with this team. I'm so done. No, they're going to say it's Eagles ball. But he has it in his hands. They're going to say Eagles ball, but he has it in his hands. So who gets the football? He came out the huddle with the football, but they already declared it Eagles football. I'm done with everybody on this team. Jaden Daniels should be done with everybody on this team. You guys have failed this young man. Are they going to review this? Dan Quinn, you can clap your hands as much as you want. This team is selling. This team is selling. They're disappointing this young man. Everybody in this franchise got to look at these guys. Austin Eckler, you disappointing everybody here. Way to go, you bum. Austin Eckler, De'Ami Brown, and who else? Who else had the fumble? Who Who else had the fumble? Just trying to remember who had the last fumble. It's just ridiculous at this point. They're blowing the game, and this quarterback's doing everything in his power, and they're blowing the game. Who's the third moron that fumbled the ball? Who's the third moron that fumbled the ball as A.J. Brown picks up a first down? Who's the third one? It was, let me see, who was the third one that fumbled? McNichols. McNichols fumbled the ball. So you three morons, congrats to you. You've cost your team a chance to win, to go to a Super Bowl. You three morons can think about it. Every single one of you guys are bums today. I don't care what you've done. You have cost your team a game. Did Eckler even play good this year? I don't know. He's been half and half. Just bums. Just bums. Disgraceful. You've cost your team. No one has to say anything else. You three, McNichols, Eckler, Diami, you three cost the team the game. Bums. Can't even hold on to the football to save your life. Bums. Bums. You've cost your team. They're gonna miss out on the chance to go to the Super Bowl because you can't hold on to the football. Bum. Bums, 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 bums all over the place. Bums. You are letting down this young quarterback who's doing everything in his power to try to help this team win. And you can't do the simplest thing as to hold on to the football. You're a bum. Austin Eckler, Jeremy McNichols, and Diami Brown, all three of you guys, straight bums. Straight bums. You all should be ashamed of yourselves. You all should be ashamed of yourselves. How do you let a rookie quarterback down? How do you let a rookie quarterback down? It's one thing that the rookie quarterback was just having a disgraceful performance, but you're the reason the team's in the hole. You guys can't hold on to the ball. Each and every single one of you individuals, pathetic. Just I want you to understand you're the reason. It's a team game, yada, yada, yada. You three are the reason they're going to lose this game. You three. So when you head back to your plane to come back to Landover, I want you to understand that you're the reason they lost. Nobody else. Not the defense. No, you three specific individuals are the reason they're going to lose this football game. It's all your fault. And I want you to know it's all your fault. It is. It is. Because this is unacceptable behavior. Anytime I see consistent fumbling, it's just simple ball security. Dude, protect the football. You know these guys are coming to punch it out. What are you doing? You are a veteran in this game, and you don't have the mental fortitude to realize these guys are coming out with force to punch the football out. I need to protect the ball. You caught the ball, got right back up, and didn't protect the football. You're just being loose with the football. Pathetic. Embarrassing, embarrassing, embarrassing. You're a veteran in this game. No wonder the Chargers let you go. Great player, but you fumble the ball constantly. You never have it in your head to protect the football. Pathetic. Pathetic, man. It's unfortunate. I feel bad for the Commanders. I feel bad for Jayden Daniels, man. He doesn't deserve this. He doesn't deserve to be able to play the way he's playing, and everybody around him is selling. Usually you sit back and say the rookie's the reason you lost. He's not the reason. Everyone else is just selling. Everybody else is just selling. It's a joke. And look at him rocking up and down the sideline. Don't show this dude. You're a veteran in the game, and you don't understand to protect the football? Bum. That's why the Chargers let you go. That's why the Chargers didn't want to keep you. Because at this stage of your career, you don't understand the meaning of protecting the football. Bum. I don't have anything else to say about you, dude. Just get off my screen. I'm not going to lie. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed that you're letting down this rookie quarterback. Look at this guy.
Every time he's together with his group, he always says, when a guy gets up with the ball, I want you to try to punch it out. It is
just pathetic. Just a veteran in the game, and you haven't realized that yet. No wonder the Chargers let you go. You're not worth it. If you don't have the mental fortitude when you're getting up that they're going to try to punch the football out, is it worth having you on the team? I would love to be mad, but I can't even be surprised. This is exactly why the Chargers let you go. You showcase why the Chargers let you go. Like, legitimately, game's over, by the way, and it's all their fault. It's pathetic, it's disgraceful, and it's embarrassing, man. You guys let your rookie quarterback down. You let the entire team down. I want you to know, you three individuals, Jeremy McNichols, De'Ami Brown, and Austin Eckler, you guys cost your team the game. Nobody else did. It was you three that cost your team the game. And I want you to think about that as you head to the plane and get ready for the offseason. You guys cost your team a chance to go to the Super Bowl. Austin Eckler, this is exactly why the Chargers moved on from you. Why would I keep you if you can't hold on to the football? Why would I keep you if you can't hold on to the football? Like, legitimately, why would I keep you on the team if you can't hold on to the football? You can't do the simplest thing. The most simplest thing. You are a veteran in the game, and you still fumble the ball. Usually we expect rookies to just melt down in this situation. Jayden Daniels has done nothing wrong. Jayden Daniels has done nothing wrong. Poor Jayden Daniels, he really played good, but everyone else let him. This guy's let him down. Jalen Hurts fumbled the ball and had to pick that back up. So now it's 3rd and goal here, like legitimate. Oh, no, it's 2nd and goal at this point. That's what when they do the shove, man, things can happen. He fumbled the ball, and because he fumbled the ball, he wasn't able to get that push. But again, I want those three to understand. This is why the Chargers let go of Austin Eckler, because he can't hold on to the ball. Why would I want to keep you on my team if you can't hold on to the football? They're going to do it again with the tush push, because why not? At this point, they're just testing them. That's clear offsides. Why did he jump? Lulu just jumped over everybody. They know a touchdown's coming. He just said, screw it. He just said, screw it. But he did not. They know this is over. Game's over. They know that. At this point, I'm going to keep jumping. I'm going to keep jumping. Who cares? We're going to lose this game. I'm going to keep jumping. You can't. You can't practice against it, and defending it, good luck with that. But yeah, no matter what, I'm still proud of the Commanders for the season they had. I just want those three to know they're the reason that they're not going to the Super Bowl. You three cost your team a championship. Oh, Lou, he's going to do it again. He's going to keep doing it. Might as well. There's no way to stop it. I'm going to keep doing it. I don't care. The fans can boo me. I'm going to keep doing it, bro. Eject me from the game. I'm going to keep doing it. Uh-huh. Who cares? I'm going to do it again. Unsportsmanlike. Who cares? I'm going to do it again. If they want to keep pulling this out, I'm going to keep doing it again. Warn me. I'm doing it again. Y'all want to keep pulling? I'm going to do it again. I don't think.
Mike, how close can they put this ball to the goal line at this point?
Well, interestingly enough, you got a situation here. If these are deliberate, and you heard Sean Hochuli say that it could lead to an unsportsmanlike conduct.
Okay.
It could also lead to awarding a score if it happens multiple times like this.
I'm going to keep doing it. They're going to score anyway. What am I going to do to stop it? They going to score anyway. I'm doing it again. They're going to get the touchdown anyway. I'm going to keep doing it. I'm going to keep doing it. I don't care, bro. They already going to lose the game. I'm going to keep doing it. Let's go offsides again. Let's go offsides again. Let's go offsides again. I'm going to keep doing it if I'm Washington. Give them the 6 points. I don't give a damn. I'm going to do it. Y'all can keep offsiding it till you push it to the end zone. I'm going to do it again if I'm the Commanders. I'm going to do it again. I'm not going to stop. I'm going to tell them, all right, guys, we're going offside again. At this point, I'm not giving up the jump again. Jump again. Jump again. Jump again. Nah, I'm going to jump again. I don't care. I'm going to jump again. I'm not giving up a touchdown by just letting them push me. Screw that. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to keep on jumping. I'm going to keep on jumping. I'm going to keep jumping. I'm not going to stop. I'm going to keep jumping. Give them the 6 points. But I'm not going to let him tush push it. And Dan Quinn's just clapping it up because that's all he can do. He knows his team's done. He knows his team's done. But I'm going to keep jumping. I'm going to keep jumping. There's no reason for me to stop jumping. 12 minutes left to go. The game is over. Commanders are now just spazzing out. Game's over. I'm going to keep jumping. I'm going to keep jumping. Shout out to those 3 that cost their team the games. You guys are the reason why you're not going to the Super Bowl. And I hope you think about that all offseason. I can see why Austin Eckler was let go by the Chargers. They didn't want you. You couldn't stop fumbling. You couldn't stop fumbling. Why would I want to keep you? You couldn't stop fumbling. Why would I want to keep you? You couldn't stop fumbling. Why would I want to keep you? Waste of space. We already knew the Eagles were going to win this game. We just want to give a congratulations to the Commanders. They put up a tough fight one way or another, but we knew. We knew how this was going to go. We all knew how this was going to go.
Geico makes car insurance easy. With the Geico app, you can check your policy on the go and get access to 24/7 claims support.
I'm not gonna lie, I would have kept jumping off sides. If they're just going to give them the score, I'm going to keep jumping off sides. I don't care. If they're going to get the points anyway, I'm going to just jump off sides.
You're a little rusty, Gable.
So sorry.
Little spider monkey ninja got hops.
Love Hurts. Rated R. Only in theaters February 7th. Get 0% APR for 60 months on 2024 GMC EV models. That's up to $17,200 in average finance savings.
Buffalo Wild Wings Monday through Thursday BOGO deals are totally making it rain burgers and wings. I'm walking around.
I ain't gonna lie, I would have kept jumping. If the refs are gonna award them a point for me continuing to jump off sides, then award them the points. Award them the points. I want them to get the points. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not letting Jalen Hurts get that. I'm jumping off sides. I don't care. Give them the points. Give them the points. We're not gonna stop them anyway. They're at the half-yard line. They're gonna score no matter what. I would have continued to jump off sides until you either eject me from the game or you just award them the 6 points. That way, as a defensive player, I'm gonna sit back and say I didn't give up points to them. The refs gave them the points. But I'm not giving them. I'm not giving them any leniency. I would have continued. To jump off sides. But yeah, this is going to be the end of the road here for the Washington Commanders. It's been one hell of a year for them. To get all the way to the NFC Championship game means a lot. There's a lot of work that needs to be done with this defense, and you can't have your offense turning the ball over 3 times. It's been bad. It's been bad, man. It's been bad. So, yeah, I think you fix the defense, retool the offensive line, and give Jaden Daniels another weapon, and they'll be back next year and competing at a high level. So, I think the Commanders have a lot of work to do in the offseason. You just go from there.
Down 41-23. Why don't we take a look at today's Next Gen Stats powered by AWS? It's Brown against his man coverage.
He's been so good, and he's been good his entire career. One-on-one, right out there on Sanger Still. This is the quick out for the touchdown on Sanger Still into the boundary. Again, hasn't had quite the season that he's used to having as a focal point of the offense because the focus of the offense shifted.
I was rooting for Jaden, but it isn't meant to be. Yeah, when your team fumbles the ball 3 times, there's nothing Jaden could have done. He watched his team fold. It's not Jaden's fault that they lost. His team folded. That's the sad part. It's not like Jaden played bad. His team folded. He did everything in his power to help this team, but they couldn't stop fumbling the ball. What are you supposed to do when you go out there as a quarterback and your team is selling? Nothing you can do about that. When you're watching your team sell as a quarterback, you just got to live with it. It's not like Jaden Daniels did anything wrong. He didn't turn the ball over. He just watched his team sell over and over and over and over again. When your team keeps selling, you can't win like that. Nothing you can do about that. You just sit back and you just got to deal with the theatrics. Let's just get this over with. I'm gonna get some food before the game, the start of the Bills Chiefs game, which we already know the Chiefs gonna win. Just like we already knew the Eagles were gonna win. We were just hoping for the best. But like I said, you can believe as much as you want and fall for that hopium as much as you want. The reality is gonna hit you. Second and 10 here, yada, yada, yada. They're getting blown out. Jaden's just doing what he can. Oh, look, the offensive line not protecting Jaden Daniels again. I mean, what else is new? Again, off-season plans for the Commanders. Defense, defense, defense. Offensive line. That's all that needs to be said. Let me tweet that right now, too. Third and 10. Daniels fires. It's caught. He's short. Got to go for it on fourth down.
They're just continuing to make Washington's offense earn absolutely everything. Even on the catch, DeJean ends up dealing with, right in this hip pocket.
Tom, they're going to go here from their own 34. Down by 18. They're 3 of 3 on third down today.
This is where he usually looks in this situation.
Fourth and 6.
They rush 4. Daniels is looking that way, throwing that way, and completing that way again.
Got it to Zach Ertz. First down.
You called it.
This is the same route that he missed earlier. The press out, gets off coverage, and nice throw. Very accurate by Daniels, and Blankenship got a little blanket on the coverage, but not quite enough.
I like that. Now Daniels, the time over the middle. He goes high. Oh, complete. That was dangerous. Crowder, the intended receiver.
And one thing that's so tough about Philly's defense is they're all staring at the corner. So when you see those balls deflected, you almost feel like the ball's going to get intercepted. It's very lucky that that didn't result in another turnover for Washington's offense.
Every team needs a reliable tight end that doesn't drop passes in the postseason like Ertz. Yeah, everyone could use a Zach Ertz. Everyone could use a Travis Kelce. Chiefs arrest versus the Bills. It's going to be another one of those, but I don't care. Like I said, I mean, if I had the same energy for this league the way I had in previous years, I'm sure I would be sitting here fuming. But I don't care. And whoever wins at the 6:30 game, best of luck to them in the Super Bowl. I'm already of the belief that the Chiefs are gonna win. Nearly got a pick there by Darius Slay, and it's 4th and 12, and we can basically put this game on ice. Ertz has always been money in the postseason. Kelce the GOAT. Yep.
Slay's been such a great defender for this team. One consistent at corner through these good defenses over a period of time. And Dan Quinn, obviously, the aggressive personality.
You know what team has a tight end who couldn't catch? I wonder. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of teams that have a tight end that can't catch. Yeah, that's game. Alright, guys. I have half an hour to go and eat some food because I've not eaten anything today. I was busy with stuff. So I have half an hour to go eat some food before the AFC title game. Before the AFC title game starts. I'm going to call it here. 5:57 p.m. Knowing the game starts at 6:30 and I want to go get some food. I'm going to call it here. Congratulations to the Philadelphia Eagles for advancing to the Super Bowl. The expectations coming to the season is you guys were going to retool, get Saquon, and get to the Super Bowl, and you lived up to the expectations. Obviously, you have to complete this journey and win it all for this to be worth it, but you got back to the Super Bowl. Last year was disappointing. You retooled your defense, you brought Saquon, and you got right back where you wanted to get to, the Super Bowl. Best of luck to you. As for the Washington Commanders, I am so proud of you. This is the best season you guys have had since 1991. 12-5 season, 2 road playoff wins. You get to the NFC Championship game, and you go up against a juggernaut team that's already ready to win, while you guys aren't. This is year 1 of a rebuild. I want everybody to remember this. This is year 1 of a rebuild. This team's not supposed to be in this situation. Their floor was supposed to be about 4 or 5, maybe 6 wins. Their ceiling was supposed to be 10, maybe 11 wins and a potential playoff spot. Instead, they went 12-5. They won 2 playoff games and advanced to the NFC Championship game. This franchise has garnered and earned the respect of many people around the league. I think everybody around the league can finally sit back and start to show respect to this franchise. The way they had lost their respect and dignity and reputation when Dan Snyder took over, a year later, they've started to regain it again. And that means so much. You can start to look at them as a franchise and take them seriously. Now, this can't be the end. You cannot sit back and get complacent and say, we won with these guys, we'll get back there. No, you cannot get complacent. The offseason is huge. You are going to have opportunities to improve on this team. Defense, defense, defense. If there's anything you need to do in the offseason, is invest in the defense. Offensively, you have to retool your offensive line because Jayden Daniels needs protection. So offensively, you retool your offensive line and go get you a weapon. My name on the list, T. Higgins. Whatever contract that dude wants, I'm getting it to T. Higgins. That's just me. T. Higgins is the guy I'm looking for. If I can get T. Higgins on the Commanders, I'm going to do it. The Commanders are going to have the money to go out and shop in free agency. I would look to get a T. Higgins. Get a T. Higgins, tweak the offensive line, and spend the rest of the time fixing the defense. You need to completely retool this secondary. Completely retool this secondary. And then you're going to want to add some beef to the D-line because they need to do a better job at stopping the run. The Commanders have an opportunity to turn into a legitimate contender within the next few years. You've got your quarterback of the future in Jayden Daniels. You might have your head coach for the next few years in Dan Quinn. You've got a lot of great stuff here. Just go out here in this offseason and invest. Invest in the defense. Tweak the offensive line. Get another weapon for Jayden Daniels. And I promise you, you will be back in this situation next year with an opportunity to potentially advance to the Super Bowl. I love what I'm seeing from the Commanders. This has been an amazing year. Thank you so much, guys. And a year after the rebuild, you get yourself into this position. Hold your head up high, man. It's a tough loss, but hold your head up high because you guys made everybody in the DMV proud. It's not the ending anybody would have wanted. But no one expected you to even be in this position in the first place. Everybody in the DMV is proud of you guys. Now it's time to see this organization build off of this year 1 success. What are you going to do in the offseason and what are you going to do in the draft to set yourself up to become a true contender next season? You've got your quarterback in the future. You've got some nice weapons, but you can add to it. Retool the offensive line, fix the defense, get another weapon for Jayden Daniels, and then let's see what you can be next year. Maybe even a true Super Bowl contending team. We'll have to wait and see. But as Barkley runs into the end zone, we can officially put this game on ice. The Philadelphia Eagles are heading to the Super Bowl. We'll see who they'll be taking on in a few hours because Bills and Chiefs getting ready to kick off in half an hour. I gotta go eat some food, so I am gonna end this here, get something to eat, and then come back and do the AFC Championship game. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. I will see you in about half an hour. Commanders, hold your head up high. You had an amazing season. Just build off of this and prepare for next year. What positions do the Ravens need to draft? Who cares? Who really cares? They have all the talent they need to win. Is any new positions needed to get drafted going to change anything? People talk about we need to get a game-changing pass rush. Oh, I'm sorry. Those aren't on the market. Where are you going to get that game-changing pass rusher? You think you can just draft that out of nowhere? We need to get another great corner. Good luck with that. In terms of what they need to draft, I don't know. I mean, you look at the secondary, maybe get another corner because you want to get Brandon Stevens the hell out of here. Get a corner. But their D-line is not, there's no problem with their D-line. The linebacking core has been fine. Maybe, again, if you want to get another linebacker or you want to still let Trent Simpson develop. And the secondary, you've got elite players there. This is Brandon Stevens. So I guess go draft a corner now that Brandon Stevens can go off in free agency. Then offensively, again, I don't know. I would love to be like, add another receiver, but that's not going to solve the problems. Maybe you add an offensive lineman. I don't know. The Ravens have more than enough to be able to win the Super Bowl. They just can't get out of their own way. Ravens need to draft a sports psychiatrist. That might actually be something they need because they get in their head every time in the playoffs and they can't execute. Maybe a sports psychiatrist is what they need to draft. But the Ravens aren't some team that needs to, oh, if they draft this person, draft that, they're good next year. They had the team to be able to go win it all this year and they failed to get it done. Even if they add pieces in the draft, they're still going to be the same team they were. They'll get to the playoffs and fold because it's not a roster issue. It's not a personnel issue. It's an execution issue. They can't execute in the playoffs. So adding somebody in the draft isn't going to change. They don't have a specific need. People want a legit pass rusher, a game changer. Where are you going to get one of those? They're not on the market. It's not like you can go pick up one any way you want. It is what it is with that. Anyway, guys, I'm going to see you in about half an hour for the AFC Championship game. Once again, congratulations to the Philadelphia Eagles. With that being said, I'm going to go get some food, and then I'll be back. Congrats to the Eagles. Tough way to end the season for the Commanders, but we're all so proud of you. Now it's time to let the real work happen in the offseason. Build a championship contending team. You have the money. You have the cap space. You've got everything you need in front of you. Go build one. Yeah, trade for TJ Watt. I'm sure the Steelers are going to give him up. With that being said, I'm out of here, guys. Peace out.